God, when you've had the beaches of Costa, you don't want to come back here,
Right?
man. Oh well.
You get used to it after a while. It's still not as cold as Garlemald, but...
That is true, that is true. Plus, this is a glamour that you're currently wearing. I'm just wearing actual clothing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got a big coat on under this.
Yeah. Although, considering what I know we definitely heard last week, best to keep Atlas at arm's length, at the very least.
Yeah.
Preferably double.
Yeah.
I might see about taking one of the knight's beds if they won't mind. Assuming Atlas isn't the type to get up from his bed and sleepwalk to try and have a midnight snack.
I mean, let's hope not.
I would sincerely hope not. Hi, Ryder.
Yo.
What's up?
You're here early.
Well, of course.
Fair enough. Wanting to steal the alcohol before we get to it?
Actually, I wasn't in the mood for alcohol, thank you.
No, I wanted to get
Okay,
his
what's
chair
wrong?
before anyone else did.
What? I'm just in a good mood. Can I not be in a good
Okay.
You know, what with everything that's gone on recently, people in a good mood for no real reason is kind of out
Yeah.
there.
Well, you see, the thing is with me is that even though my mood has indeed been fluctuating, I have made sure to straighten my narrative, is what we'll call it.
So straighten your accent, it feels like.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Well, I'm just
You sound
putting
more
on an accent for
noble
shits
than
and
I'm
giggles.
used to. I'm not gonna lie to
There we
you.
go.
I'm just all right. I'm putting on an accent for shits and giggles, okay? You don't have to worry about it.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know if you
Stop
already
taking
heard,
me so
but
literal.
yeah, sorry. Just a lot of concern in my head.
Oh, good. I got you. Oh, good.
Because of the whole, just a lot of stuff. The people that were from the Mayor expedition or commission, plus needing to keep me and Atlas at preferably double arm's length.
Yeah.
Wait, why specifically you?
We brought Atlas a salad last night so he can at least put something in his stomach,
week.
and he proceeded to, last week actually, yeah. I don't know how he's been since then. We brought it up to him and he just stood there staring at it and then was like, hey, it's missing something, and then stared directly at him. We're pretty sure Atlas is trying to eat Schemingway.
Which would
or at least
not
devour
be
his
good.
answer. No.
Certainly not. I need you, you know.
That's nice. Hopefully not.
You might not know, but no. Well, what I mean to say is that the Loporits really did help us out during the final days. So I kinda like you guys to stick around a lot more.
That would be nice. Plus, I wouldn't want people to get a taste for Loporit flesh. That's pretty much half the reason Schemingway goes to town on grenades on the moon. Mainly to ensure those creatures don't get the taste.
Well.
Oh.
Well, let's hope that's not the case.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, where's everybody else?
Hey, Victor.
Yeah. I think there
Yep.
was also
We
the
just had this
plans.
discussion of fear.
Yeah, there was also the discussion about what's
Hello,
happening with Atlas in the first place.
Hello, dummy dragoon. That's what I call you
Damn.
now.
Pray to God, if you
She's
one
got a
day,
name.
you will actually make me
What?
shed a tear if you actually call my fucking name.
Has he not called your name one time?
No.
That's kind of rude. It's kind of a rude way to treat a nice
Do we
young
even
lady
know
like
her
that,
name?
don't you think?
I have introduced myself multiple times before.
Well, it takes me time, you know.
Oh,
This
That's
much
okay.
time. I've been here for like months.
It does. It takes a lot of time for me to get used to names. Like, I'm still getting used to that name.
Yeah, used to
My name's
mine.
3 letters.
Yeah, used to mine. Mainly just so you had originally so you had a reason to strangle me, but that's beside the point.
Well, that's only because you're planning something, Schemingway. I don't know what it is, but something.
Now who's the big dummy now?
All right, fine, I am.
I still kind of feel like I should owe my life to Cinder for that.
I may be a gremlin, but I'm not a dumbass.
That's where you're wrong, dummy dragoon.
I swear to God, I'm going to
God.
fucking
Okay,
use my fucking
let me
spirit
get my mind
baseball
away
bat.
from more less
All right,
aggressive
fine,
and
what's your
bad
name?
matters. You're back.
It's Zenyatta!
Hi.
Zenyatta?
We haven't gone there yet.
Zenyatta.
You haven't gone there yet?
Yetta.
Then where are the rest?
Zenyatta.
They're just busy with
You know,
something. I
I'd
think
remember
Asta's
it if
doing
you
the
put it somewhere
research.
above your head.
Zay's doing. No,
I
Zay isn't
did.
going.
Did you?
Maybe look
Hmm.
I don't know.
To write like a name.
I don't know.
I can
Like,
sense
But I
it.
am realizing that,
I can definitely sense
well,
it.
we're running low on the orange carrot, that's a certainty, and I'm not sure how much we have for the red and blue.
Zenyatta.
Red, blue, and green, rather.
Oh my God. Zenyatta.
Why the different colors?
Zenyatta.
It's to signify what properties they pertain. They pertain to. Green is synonymous with healing. Red synonymous with vitality,
I hope you know if you try to harm me with that,
Pronounce it
it's
correctly.
or at least endurance.
currently.
Yeah, it's also,
Blue is
it's also
synonymous with
kinda linked
aether, or aether pools and whatnot. And orange is,
to
Stop co-signing.
well, that's just a
Man,
default
every
color.
time. Shut up, Victor.
It's funny. It's
Yeah.
funny to do that.
Stop
I just
co-signing.
put it out of job by
It's
a
called
carrot.
keeping your
You
friends in check.
mayonnaise.
Ironic after all these
Yeah.
years.
Idiot. No, look.
Loporits originally had the carrots made in all kinds of different ways, mainly so that, what was the proper term Cookingway gave? To make sure every need of man is met?
There you go. Jeez, you're still hanging on to. Let your tits go. Thank you. By the 12, man.
What?
What? Oh, anywho.
Just gonna ignore that.
Now, listen.
Yeah?
It's gonna take me some time to get used to your name, alright? I'm sorry,
I'll be
Zenyatta.
honest, I haven't really
Okay.
pushed
Oh my-
anyone to go yet to the moon just due to the fact that I've been resting. After all, walking here from,
You can't just hit me because I can't pronounce your name correctly.
Hmm.
Orford isn't exactly the most fun at
school then.
times.
No, that's fair.
I went to
That's
school
fair.
300 odd so years ago.
Nor nice on your
School.
Gil wallet.
Go to elementary.
I mean, it's cheaper than taking the
Elementary
right.
where I'm from.
Fair enough. At the very least, you won't have to worry about making the trek back through Garlemald
That's what you call
once you're actually up at the burrows.
I
That's
am
what you call it.
thankful for that.
For the other star, it is called the metaverse. That's what a lot of folks
I
over
call
there
it the other side.
It's the other side.
I'm gonna call it whatever the fuck I want to call it.
As long as it isn't a
Yeah,
reflection.
well,
I...
Yeah,
So much I
uh-huh.
need to be caught up on.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck, I only learned about
What were
the
you about to say
nature
about
of...
cheesy bacons?
I only learned
Oh,
about the
boy.
nature of
Now you started
reflections
now.
when I came to the camp. when it was eventually brought up.
Now you're starting shit.
So that's news to me. And I'm news to a lot of
You're on a
people.
diet, aren't you? Wouldn't that be beneficial to you? Remove the temptation in the first place?
I'm gonna be tearing my hair out again,
Yeah,
aren't
I'll
I,
just
if I
find
learn
his
what
stash
reflections
somewhere.
are?
See, I was
Um,
thinking the other day,
hmm,
and now you mentioned that. Now I'm
Probably-
depressed. Thank you.
I guess the easiest way to describe it is like the portal, but with different versions of Atheris.
I made you depressed. Now
I've barely had
fucking
the portal
mentioned
explained to
cheesy
me.
bacon, and now I made you depressed
Look,
again.
I don't know much about the portal either, and everything I hear on the other side makes me not want to go in.
Yeah, no, Asta just told me that it's a horrible place filled with horrible people.
Okay, have fun.
To be fair, so was Garlemald, so maybe the portal just landed you in a bad spot.
I just fucking realized I can't
I
fucking
mean,
die.
less said on Garlemald, the better.
That's true.
Wow.
Not from that
Ain't too
anyway.
glad.
I mean, I've only just come to grasp with the fact that there might be a red chocobo primal. That's already ruined
Ye-
my fucking...
It
Yeah.
sucks. It sounds like it would
Yeah,
suck.
no, I wouldn't be surprised if that set off a significant amount of
Yeah, hell no.
a lot sirens with you and Nibofgar both.
Oh my. Can't you?
Yeah, that is, an
We have gone
understatement.
0 days without
Can't you,
Ryder
like-
mentioning
can't you,
his
like,
wife.
Commune with her spirit or
yeah,
something?
yeah.
Is that
I
possible?
very
Close
quickly
your eyes,
shoved that
meditate
issue to the side
from
to
a
focus on
waterfall or
other
something?
things more constructive, so that way, you know,
It's not
You're not
I wouldn't be
panicking.
angry at all, just really...
Shit.
Or that.
How long ago did
That
you?
sucks.
Did
That's
something
fair.
happen to your wife?
I mean, I still need to focus.
13 years ago.
You know, I hadn't seen like anyone that was going to go on the commission for the past week or so, so I
Really? So she was
assumed
gone.
that you all were already on your way.
13 years ago, when I was laying next to her.
Oh, well.
holding her
I
hand,
mean,
and she faded away.
if they did, then they didn't bring me along.
Oh shit, damn.
Just like
Hmm.
that.
At the very least, you
Yeah,
do
no,
have the
that-
work
that-
you have the
To be quite
pass
honest,
from
that is
Neb, so
also
you can
one of
travel
the
through
ways that I
Garlemald
used to
safely.
just disappear out of existence.
Well, Neb
the
gave all
fuck?
of them to Asta,
It's like you
Stop
didn't
existing.
even
Oh,
exist.
Definitely
Asta didn't pass them out?
so that way,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen that happen with like.
I assumed that she was going to
right?
pass them out once we actually get
outside.
there, like, when
Really?
we actually need to
Or
show
once
them.
we set off,
So
or
that
once you
way-
guys set off, I assume.
As she was dying, I was dying
Exactly,
too.
because, you know...
So how were you able to stick around?
Yeah,
Some
that's when I'm.
force.
Some of them
Snatched
aren't
me
exactly the
here.
best at, you know, keeping
My will
things
to
safe,
live is
so...
far too strong.
I don't know.
That force acknowledged that and snatched
But
me.
the longer that commission, goes undone, the more the carrot
Anytime you
supplies
go
will start
back to
dwindling
the other
around
side,
here.
It doesn't feel like you're just gonna vanish out of.
I know I already used up most of
No, because that's
Well,
naturally where I came from.
the second to last orange carrot
Ah.
just last week trying to make that
No.
salad for Atlas. And
It's like they took him.
well, at least I've
fried-
learned it's
fried-
best to
like,
keep at
froze
very
his,
arm's
like,
length
soul and body
with
for,
Atlas
like,
now, considering that
so many
he seems to
years,
have
and then he just is now
developed a
here.
desire for
Wound up
eating me,
Hmm.
apparently.
It happened in the same day that I died.
Does that extend to other people?
I don't know, but he did state,
Called out to me.
but I do still vividly recall he said the salad was missing one vital ingredient. Loperate. And, yeah, I was very quickly escorted out of the infirmary after that.
So,
Understandable.
From what I've been told about this, is that if you
Definitely not bringing him
die
to the moon,
from
then.
one place,
No.
That's,
another
fixed.
force.
I know there
if
were
you
talks
are
about
proven
the whole
to be
reflection of the
worth for them to
first
revive
or
you,
whatever
sacrifice to a different
to try and like head over there,
group,
an expedition of people to try and
Like what he said.
figure out what's going on with Atlas, because apparently it's of astral energy.
Apparently, like over there in the metaverse, it's
Of
like more
light.
common than most people think.
Well, wait a minute.
Huh.
In that case, then
You got
Wouldn't there
isekai
be a
to
chance?
Ishgard.
Wouldn't
It's
there
a
be
problem.
a chance that your wife might possibly just
Might be more worthwhile
some
asking the
other
Bofgar or
world
Luluma about it.
It could be a possibility because even though
Did
that
she
you
also
I
got
mean,
isekai?
have
I'm
right
trying
here,
not to ask them
think
everything,
about this.
just
Maybe she
due
might
to the
have been
fact that I
isekai
don't
to a
think
different
Luma
world
likes me,
by a different force.
due to starting off on the wrong
It's a
foot.
possibility because there's
And I'm just trying to keep the
many other
workload off Neb.
worlds,
I see.
like almost endless.
Hmm.
So
You've given me great hope. If she is this isekai onto
I
another
do
world,
realize I
we'll
left
find
my
her.
weaponry in the
if
infirmary.
we had the same willpower as you,
Fortunately, there wasn't anything in
then
Costa that
maybe
I needed to defend myself from, thankfully, aside
was
from
like, fuck it, I'll take
promiscuous Makote.
No,
I
that's
mean,
kind of
and
fucked
with-
up if you think about it. For those like higher beings,
There's a
to be
reason
like,
I don't
okay,
like to
I'm
go to
gonna bet for
Costa.
this. Dun, dun, dun.
They even got rid of the tower.
I lost. I'm
I
taking
mean, yeah.
this one.
Who knows? However many other
Though I
worldly,
guess it
omnipotent,
passed
omniscient
the
beings out there just
the
making mess
event
on our
timer
lives
for it, I
every
suppose.
minute that passes
I mean,
by,
we have the
but
12. They're probably doing that already.
It's been quite a long time since I've climbed
I
one
would
of
say
those
in that
towers.
case,
I do know when
Since
the
you now
Adventuring
have
Guild
this
went, only me and Bella were able
right?
to make it to the top.
use it as your motivation to finish this.
And practically as
business
soon
with,
as she
this
did,
Athena
well, I
bitch
was the
that's
first.
been causing
She was
these
the
weird
second, and
dimension
immediately
issues
after,
going
she
on.
basically took a picture of the
Maybe
both
use
of us and then
whenever
just
she's
grabbed me, put her on her shoulder, and
done
dove
as a means
off.
to try and find your wife again.
Hit the water.
I mean, you got nothing to lose in that regard.
That is a bit of a risky move.
Yeah,
We'll
at least
find her again.
most of my fall was cushioned by her, so there is that at least.
I have to.
Yeah.
Well, that's good at least.
I probably bruised her shoulder a bit.
Her fault for jumping off with
Glad
you.
we could offer.
That's
we could
fair,
offer
that's
some
fair,
words of
although at the
encouragement
same time it wasn't like I
rather
was going to
than
climb down
having you
safely.
sit there and brood about
Drown in
it.
snow.
I suppose.
Hmm.
Maybe just a bit of more warning then, so that way you could have actually prepared for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are friends for, man?
But oh well.
Anyway,
Would you like me to escort you to the infirmary then? Just, on the off chance that...
Yeah, just in case. Get my weaponry back at
I
least.
feel a bit
you
better
have
now.
all of those memories. She would too.
And maybe at least get a chunk or two of green or blue carrot to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she might also.
Blue
have
carrots
those
are meant to be aspherically dense,
That's also
meant to
a
enhance,
good
meant
idea.
to basically bolster the ether pool much like an ether does.
Be real. There is also a chance that she might not. But upon finding her and maybe seeing
But
you,
doesn't taste so bad.
it might,
It might have.
jostle her
unlock
mind
it.
a bit.
Well, I'm kind of
Well,
seasoned
who knows?
to
That-
very
that could
bad
take
tasting
anywhere from
foods
5
at this
minutes
point.
to
I think I'll be fine.
500.
I do remember the stories that
What I do
Nabokar
know is
told of
through
Bajia.
Aster, she is able to communicate with me.
Yes. Wasn't exactly
Right.
pleasant food over there.
Which
Let's
is
at least go get my
interesting
gun.
Because
It's funnier to call it that, to be
As
honest.
a gremlin has successfully
I was
dropped
about
him
to
from
say you have a
depression
gun.
to hope.
I know it's a machinist weapon, it's just probably faster to call it a gun.
well, she's able to communicate with Aster.
Yeah,
Or
Aster's
pistol?
not- She's a native.
Musketoon?
This world.
Something.
Come here.
So
Come here.
What? Yes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the people in Garlem would have the gun build, whatever it is.
Gun blades, I recall that.
Zanetta.
I know Slade let me hold his, and
work in progress.
despite the weight, there was actually quite a bit of, well, potency to it, it felt. You know?
I mean, I have mixed feelings about them just due to the fact that they're stolen designs from Baja.
Right. There. Seems Atlas isn't in. Which, yeah, it'd probably be wise for me to stick with somebody as I go around to camp. just in case.
That is. Yeah, probably.
I don't want the potential of Atlas having the hunger get to him and just drag me away.
Her back blown out.
Well, I mean, at least you've now got the biggest woman in the camp alongside you.
True. And before
And probably the
and
biggest
before
person.
you, there was Laluma when she fantasiaed into a Hrofgar. Merely to uphold her end of the bargain from when the Bofgar was unwittingly fantasiaed into a Lalafell. I'm not sure what a Fantasia would do to me.
We talked about this a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I still have no real idea. Oh, there he is.
What, Atlas?
Yeah, talking with Nabafgar. Presumably, or at least waiting for him.
Understood.
Let's leave him
At least I'm
be.
now aware of, yeah, we can rejoin everybody and...
Yeah. Unless I see him looking at me.
Yes, I do too.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Dude, I swear to God, you're gonna just say something. I feel it. I feel the
I have
fucking...
a wife. Stop looking at me like that.
I'm not even giving you the look.
She's just looking at you.
You were looking dead ass at my black eyes. You were looking.
Your eyes are yellow.
They're like a goldish yellowish. What?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I-
Sorry. My eyes are indeed golden. I know my eyes are magical, but stop looking at me! Jeez.
Well, we can no longer look at the Warrior of Light. Understood.
It's
Yeah,
too
No, you don't understand,
Yeah,
ma'am.
okay.
You don't understand, ma'am. It was her. She was looking at me and deeply into my eyes, and I told her to stop. I have a wife. I told her to stop,
Motherfucker.
and she just keeps.
I swear.
She just
Hey
keeps
there,
looking
players.
at me.
This is Lord Depresso. Want to go ahead and inform
and
you guys right
damn,
quick.
I didn't throw you that
Don't
hard.
worry,
I
everything's
just
still
threw
okay.
you across the table.
Due to some out-of-character complications, Juno's going to be a little bit tied up, and we're not really going to be able to do the little bits of story that we were going to do today. I want to go ahead and apologize to you guys really greatly. A couple of us just got a little bit busy, kind of
What's
trying to take
going
care of a
on?
couple of things.
Sorry, we're getting a
The
call from
lobby
God.
is still going to be open. You guys are still okay
God
to
is
keep doing
telling
your
us
session,
that another god is
but
having
DM
some
involvement is
IRL
going to be very,
stuff.
very minimal. So you guys go ahead and keep enjoying your
It's going
session.
to be just a social.
You guys can investigate, ask questions, do all the stuff you'd normally do.
I see.
But most of the social lobby
If
is just
this
going
is
to be
the
really
case,
casual today. So I want you guys to go ahead and keep
I
having
don't
fun.
mind
You guys take care. Okay?
socializing with my friends.
Yeah.
And almost beat the crap out of one of them.
And keep
You know you
a
can't
friend
hang with
away
me.
from another friend.
Huh? I'm hanging out with you right now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about fighting. Yes, we are hanging. Yes, of course.
Oh, I'm.
That's a different kind
Huh?
of hanging out.
Okay.
I was gonna say your lance work
His pole
needs
has
work.
been taken. Huh?
Stop talking about my pole! Seven hells.
What?
I didn't get a chance to meet you last time, I believe.
I
what is your
don't.
name,
I
ma'am?
don't. I do not.
He's talking about his dick.
Here, I thought I was done with this talk from Schemingway.
Eclipse, Rider Syndrome.
Dear God.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Mhm.
Dear Heidelin. Why?
I couldn't
Sorry.
answer that if I
Last-
tried.
last couple of
Yeah.
weeks, I wasn't expecting to suddenly be introduced to all this, so try to take it in
Oh.
stride.
Of course. Well, to introduce you, this is one of my favorite
wow.
hangout spots where me and my friends come and we usually just either shoot the shit here, have drinks, do fights and things like that. It's literally one of my favorite hangout spots.
The fighting is more for
I'm
sparring
aware of the
purposes,
actual
thankfully.
observatory.
The finding is never
I
intentional.
just wasn't expecting this place to
Yeah.
be adventurers camp. The weird portal.
And that's the
One
excuse we
way-
usually pile on the healers.
From
A possible
anyway.
red
Um,
chocolate
Severe lack of healers.
getting a chance
Yeah,
to
he has
go to
a
the moon.
lemon in
At
his
this
mouth.
point, I
so he
might
doesn't
see
say
about
good.
actually trying to make through on the becoming everything way angle and try and pick up conjuring or something.
He has a golden smile.
All the way.
I see.
I wouldn't say that's a good thing.
Hmm.
I mean,
Dang,
you've been to the
hand
moon
waved
already,
hand.
have you not?
No.
I can take you.
You could?
I have already got a pass to go there.
Ken
When a person has
apparently
expressed their
is
desire to eat
wanting
my
to act
flesh,
up
I
with the
tend to
acre,
stay away.
I just
I see.
didn't know that you could
Understandable, honestly.
But I have retrieved my weapon from the infirmary just in
Hey, does anybody
case.
want to go to a moon for the commission?
Alright.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah, for the commission I laid out.
Did you leave that here the entire? You know, we could have come back for that, like, any time.
Are you
I-
human?
Look, time flies in Costa. We both know this.
I'd be impressed.
It's valid.
Everyone in the
Honestly.
Adventurers Guild knows this.
Do you not know what a Rogadin is?
No.
I mean, I didn't realize that riders spend 10
I
minutes getting
lived in
harassed
an
by
isolated
those
tribe
Makote.
in the desert for most of my life, so I don't know very much
Yeah,
about
no,
the
you
rest.
quickly lose track of time
So
in
you're the first
Costa.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I generally tell
Understood.
it by the sun.
I'm considered on
Yeah.
the taller end of Rogadin, but even our tallest is still
Pretty sure the sun was probably right above me when I, well,
our shortest is
when I
around
climbed
12.
to the top of the Moonfire Tower.
So we typically live
Yeah?
around Blimsa, although that's more of the sea.
Can I help you?
Man, can you talk?
Pale, sort of.
Well, I have no talking way, but
Very, very weird name.
No, I'm admiring your way of socializing.
fair enough, O radiant warrior of light, who we cannot gaze upon his radiant visage. I joke.
I meant her! Schemingway!
Glorious radiance.
What about me?
Oh boy.
What about me?
I can feel you breathing down my damn neck. Can you take a few steps back?
Oh, jeez.
Thank you. Man, give me some breathing space. You almost took my blackness off just by being closer. Oh,
What does that even mean?
look.
Don't
Don't worry about it.
Becoming a sea wolf at this rate if she stays close to me.
No, this is just a him.
Will I turn back into a
This is
regular
just a him
loppered
thing.
if my sheet stays next to
It's
me?
just a him thing.
I trust me. I am aware that you cannot steal my medalin.
There we go.
Wait,
The
you're black
blackness.
too. I just noticed.
Are your eyes functioning right?
Apparently
Yes,
not.
my eyes are functioning just
Now
fine.
they
Thank you.
are. That's a
You sure?
certainty.
Apparently.
Sorry about that.
Bye, Heidelin.
He has a sister in arms now.
He's
Finally, someone that relates
he's a
to
little
me. I'm not alone.
I.
By
Okay.
the fucking light, alone. I have to deal with them.
You only
Well,
deal
there's
with
the
me
boss
with
guy.
1 day out of the week.
There is only there's only Nabothgar. He's oh, you look.
I do not know what you expected.
I'm dead now.
What else do you expect from a dragoon?
now. Did that feel like scratchy or was it?
That shit was
Why do
raunchy,
you-
man.
I was about to say, why do you want to know,
Shit.
Victor?
Because it
Your
would have
hand
been
is
really
salty.
funny if I mean, it would be really funny if like, she just was scratching the hell out of his hand.
I don't have
No.
like a fucking spiky tongue like a cat.
You don't understand. She licked my shit. Right there.
Yeah.
did it.
I don't have a spiky tongue either.
Very vigorously.
I'm assuming they're meaning house cats.
That shit was vigorous. The wrong
Or
time.
probably house cats, yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
made sound. You hear that shit? That shit had torque behind the tongue. I never knew.
I'm not gonna say what I was going to say. I'm keeping it in my mind.
I'm being very morbidly curious about that.
I'm being curious as well.
Yeah.
You should say it.
No,
You should say it.
I
Worrying
have
about it.
thoughts
No,
as well.
I'm good. No, I'm good.
No,
No,
say
I'm
it.
good.
You got something to share with the rest of the class, little missy?
Oh, jeez.
Mhm.
Look here. I'm gonna butcher this, but look here, Zenyatta. Say it.
Son of a bitch.
Look, I'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah, 50-50 on that. That's a 50-50.
Yeah, fuck yeah, right.
My name legitimately has more syllables, but never
I'll
mind.
forever hold your. I'll forever hold your Reese's Pieces.
You what?
What?
Oh, it's a candy on the other side. It's a candy on the other
Oh.
side.
Why would you hold Reese's Pieces?
They're
God,
good as
caramel
fuck if you had them. Now, anywho,
Huh?
say it now or forever hold your Reese's McPieces. Right now.
At this point, you're gonna have to bring a bunch of food from the other side for us to
Look,
attempt to
what-
try.
Yeah.
Describing a gremlin with Reese's.
I would never.
Though I
choke
wouldn't
a
be surprised if
gremlin
it
with Reese's
revolutionizes
Pieces.
our food industry just by that alone.
That's just good than a
You're giving
motherfucker.
me
I don't know who Reese's is or why he gives out his pieces, but you know.
Well, if you keep, actually,
They
it
should
might
go
not be a good
crazy.
idea for him to bring candy around. That'll probably attract Pudding Way.
All the sayings for me to say.
Probably
but I'm not
halfway
gonna do
through
it
the
because-
entirety of a
What's wrong?
Ferris. I wouldn't be surprised.
What's wrong with Pudding Way?
He walks like a zombie. Every single time there is any mention of like pudding
Okay,
or
fair.
dessert or candy or anything caramel or chocolate, it's mad.
You know who I like
Oh,
out of the Loprits?
Aside from him.
You have no idea, do you?
Oh, besides Schemingway, I like Depressive Way.
He went,
My
"Woo!"
favorite.
Who?
Motherfucker, woo, woo.
I mean, it's very.
You've seen him. Depressing Way.
Yeah. Well,
Are you talking about Counseling Way?
We know our language.
I
Oh,
know
for
that, but I'm more referring to my height. It's more just gonna.
I thought he was reformed into becoming Talking
Well, fair
Way.
enough, yeah. But that's just because I'm like.
So I definitely know we were trying to. Wait, then who's Talking Way?
Yeah, I know.
No.
Apparently
actually,
things have changed while you've been gone.
Anyway,
I'm referring
don't-
to the collar, not.
I might need to ask for more information on the boroughs than just Loving and Warring Way.
Loving Way
yeah,
is
like women
one
and
of
I
my
like men,
favorites
okay?
as well.
He's a lot of people's
Oh, I'm
favorite.
sure.
Understandable.
Loving Way, yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, because of you
He-
being a man.
They remind me of
what
elephants.
women would want in a man
What?
to do in bed.
I mean-
What?
for all intents
Not-
and purposes,
You're gonna
you say
need
that
to
like- you
explain
say
that
like-
one.
Elaborate?
Like I've tried to explore that. I'm
Please?
busy.
Virgin?
There was one time I said I missed my wife. Shh. And then Loving Way hugged me in a loving manner.
Ah,
No, I should have seen it.
yeah, that would be what he would do.
I'm not sure how that relates to elephants, but
I'm not
alright.
sure how this relates to the elephants, but fair enough.
Absolutely.
Elephants have amazing trunks, let me tell you. Majestic creatures.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Majestical, I tell you.
I-
You,
I don't think we're gonna get context.
No, you shall not. I'm sorry.
It's because you wouldn't understand.
Whatever, but yes,
Because you
Loving
haven't
Way
been to the metaverse. I've been in
is-
Ah, Dyer! Hello!
He just simply loves everybody on Atheris.
I've been. I came from there.
Dyer, you missed
And
some
it's
fuck
work.
shit earlier.
Riz.
oh,
did I miss?
The Dragoon tried to come on to me.
No, I didn't.
He also
you
wasn't
did.
paying attention to her skin in any capacity.
You looked at me lovingly
Nice-
in the eyes and I told you I
nice
have a wife,
Highlander.
and then you looked elsewhere.
I legitimately did not. I said
That
I had
Dragoon
something
wanted my
I
land!
wanted to
Wait.
say,
Oh
but
no,
I
I'm
was
I'm
keeping it
sorry.
Quiet, and they wanted
No.
to know, but I kept my mouth shut.
I'm sorry. In fairness, I'm not exactly keeping track of what all the races look like half the time.
I'll be perfectly honest.
He is
but
painting
sure.
me as the bad guy.
Oh, you're a bad girl indeed.
Please,
Don't say
please
that.
do
Please
not
don't
speak
say
Don't
that
say it.
again.
Please do not say it in that tone.
You just gave me a horrible flashback.
Dear sir.
Where'd you get a flashback from that?
Oh, yeah, you're
Now
right.
Curling
Sorry.
way.
My mouth shut. And
My bad, you're right. Sorry about that, sorry
To be
about
fair,
that.
Frillingway hasn't even done
Sorry about that, Clips.
as much as I
you're right,
think.
didn't
I think I
mean
could
to
just
say
blame
that.
her for anything,
Perfectly fine with that sort of
frankly. Anything of that kind of nature, to be honest.
If you ever like,
I don't even hate-
Has
I don't
a
even hate
lemon
them,
in his mouth
be honest.
help him. keep
Yes,
from
I mean, you
fighting
don't have to hate
people.
someone to blame them. Sometimes you just
Apparently
blame them
his
because
condition is getting worse, so.
it's probably something
To
they
be
would
fair,
do.
you can absolutely be friends with someone and blame them constantly,
At
hence
some point, I
you blaming me for a good
100%.
chunk of stuff.
That issue, because I don't want him to.
I hate how you looked right at me when you said that. You
continuing to
fucking
have
shining little.
like
Yeah, because he was talking about you.
cloud over his
Yeah.
head of, biting someone, and B, have a lemon in his mouth at all times.
What?
Why a lemon?
Why a lemon? I guess of the
I was
sourness,
missing the
guess?
first
I don't
half of
know.
that conversation.
Atlas
Probably-
has a lemon
Apparently,
in
we're
his
shoving a
mouth to
lemon in
prevent-
Atlas's mouth.
Oh, good,
No,
good.
No. So he has a lemon in his mouth right now to prevent himself from biting other people right now because his condition is getting worse.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah.
I was already under the impression that I should travel with somebody else around the camp just in case Atlas loses control.
You should. You're small as hell. He grabs you. That's rabbit stew he's having.
Don't say that so lightly.
Rabbit.
That's fucked up.
That
Yeah.
That's a little fucked
Like-
up.
Like, me and Sai
I have
know
to. It's
what
reality.
happened there.
Stay with someone at all times, otherwise, it ain't gonna be pretty for you.
I might have to be staying with someone close by too because I'm small as fuck. I may be a dragoon,
jump
but
away
he'll
from
catch
him.
my ass too.
What?
I may be a dragoon.
I think you'd
True, Zen may be small, but she shoots off like a bullet.
You wouldn't even be able. You wouldn't even need to outrun him.
Small
Just
but
jump
mighty.
into the air. That's what you do best. Jump.
Or dig,
I get that.
dig into the snow.
Or
like
dig.
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a lancer.
He's been able to grab me out from the snow multiple times.
Oh,
Then jump.
he's adapting.
Then
Out of
jump.
the snow.
Stop digging into the snow. Jump. You belong in the skies. Jump.
I
Sure,
heard
the
of
snow
this
is
battle-
fairly deep. Especially for me, anyway.
Hey, Alice. How you going, brother?
I think that answers that question.
Okay.
Huh. The room You entered here and the room changed.
Take the lemon out of his mouth. Sorry.
It's
It's
all right,
fine.
brother.
It's mostly out of concern for you.
Yeah.
And myself, but that's the point.
Yeah. Thanks. It's a concern for you guys too. I don't feel like myself. And I'd rather not get you guys that.
Don't worry, I want to get into it and help you.
That's the plan. A couple of us are
Fuck
going
you.
to
I
help out.
don't. Fuck you, you won't change my mind.
What?
Hey, you know, in my humble opinion, you should take it easy today.
He's trying to do that.
I don't know how to take it easy. To be honest here.
Well, that was a great time to learn.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I think a good number of us could help with that. Not every one of us is always out and about.
Yeah, I just finished up with my mining stuff, so I can do with helping out.
And, well, for me, since I haven't had a cheesy bacon in 3
Talk
weeks...
to, Neb. No.
How long? Okay, I'm gonna be. Who enforced this diet that you're on, and how long is it supposed to last?
Where's the stash now?
I have no idea.
But this
If you don't-
painful...
Who the fuck? If you okay, so you don't. So you're following a diet that apparently fucking no one put you on.
No, it was. What was his name?
It was, Sarai was one of them. Another one
Well,
was
she
the
hasn't
other
been
side.
here in ages, so.
Well, see, there's a couple of more people, and if I go on that side, if I go to the other side, they'll know that I've eaten the cheesy bacon.
How the fuck? What are they gonna give you a breath test? How the fuck will they find out?
You'd be
Oh,
surprised.
they will find out.
I think the amount of great joy he attains.
I found
when
some
he
of
eats
his
one them,
ashes.
They can
what?
feel
You
it.
see her holding the
They're
whole
gonna
bunch
see
of
that
cheesy
he's
bacon.
happy and be like, you had a cheesy
Don't beat a
bacon.
man while he's down.
Hey, toss me one.
I already.
What do you mean you just have them ready?
What do you
He had
have
some
in your
stash.
fucking...
What?
What? You don't even know where my stash is! I never told you! No, you don't know where my damn stash is. I never told anyone where my stash is. The fact that you know... All right, the Dragoon's a mind reader! Arrest them! Arrest them!
the fuck?
You're under arrest.
Is now, apparently.
I'm placing you under arrest, Dragoon.
That implies you can catch them.
Stash is when I didn't tell you.
Yeah, you gotta catch them first.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he saying?
Guess I probably should
I
check
don't
on.
know. I don't know what he's saying half the time.
I feel I probably should
Why would
move
you
to
want
check
to?
on the
Don't do
Bothgar
that. That's kind of
and
weird.
see if anything's happening, and hopefully not get accidentally almost tempered this time.
Here, hands you one.
Probably for the best, yes.
That was just poor timing on my part with you.
It's pretty good.
Can't I go with it?
You need to stretch your legs.
Exactly, thank you.
Yeah, it's always good to get the circulation going.
Exactly a Dragoon thing.
Make some tracks in the snow while I'm at it. Holy.
Dragoon. Some Dragoons can be a bit of
What
You could.
some.
Yeah, I'm good.
The snow's at least a little deeper today. I mean,
Not saying you are, just.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of my podcast
What tracks?
is how annoying I was, apparently.
Snow
But-
tracks.
snow
the
tracks
ones you
made
leave
by
when you
our
walk through
legs
them.
and feet.
Zen.
Okay. Yeah.
This is one trying to hit your attention.
Okay.
So, one of these days we're gonna get here and it's gonna be really
Okay, hold
nice
on.
and sunny and everyone is gonna freak out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like one day it's gonna be warm in Kurthis, and people are gonna be very, very confused and concerned,
Because
depending
this
on
is still
why
pretty
it's
cold,
warm.
but-
Actually,
I mean, it's never gonna really, it's not never gonna reach looser levels of warm, but
true. We're not exactly at a coastline.
no.
Not as his tent.
They must be off doing business.
Maybe. I wouldn't know. Could at least check around, make sure the storeroom, make sure the other houses are actually organized properly. I guess I probably should double check the amount of carrots we have in the storeroom. Probably just to see how potentially urgent the commission to go to Bestway's Burrows really is. Yep. Tarp all nice and closed.
Yeah, he's off doing something.
Yeah. Not seeing anybody either.
No, I think it's...
Luma is either elsewhere or busy in the tower. And either way, it's probably not wise to disturb her.
I mean, it's generally not wise to disturb her, any day, but,
I mean, yeah. That's why I always approach her politely. She's a lot nicer when you do that. Especially
Sure.
when your
a lot
question
of
isn't
people,
stupid. I come in with an actually valid concern.
Yeah.
Let's see about going to the tower at least. And maybe I could just regale my continued hatred on how many steps there are on the damn thing. You at least have long legs. Every step reaches to my stomach.
Yeah, I feel for the shorter folk.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like short for my kind, but still considerably
You're still
tall.
like double my height. And that's probably even including the ears.
Yeah.
There is a beauty to the snow, as pervasive as the cold is.
There is, yeah. That's one thing you sort of miss, I guess, when you live in a warm continent, is the snow.
Yeah. Plus, I hadn't worn the lighter clothing in a while. I won't lie. It was oddly refreshing. Still, if I were to go over to the first, I'm not exactly sure what would happen to me. Other people have their own counterparts, but if there are no Loporets on the other side, what would I turn into?
I don't know, a Lalafell?
Maybe if that's just, one way of doing it. Either that or I stay exactly the same, which would be even more confusing.
I mean, there's only really one way to find out.
Either that or...
one of two things is going to happen.
Or, another factor, because I'm the only Loporet in that reflection, I'm automatically the living way. Which...
Okay, then.
I'm not sure how that would change me in that regard. Yeah, the only activity around here seems to be in the bar. Although, knowing every time I seem to come back to this place, I fear that won't be for long.
You know how it is. Some things are inevitably bound to happen.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Luluma and the Bafka are already dealing with that right now. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
We don't exactly have training dummies set up. That's why we have a habit of sparring with each other. Machinists can't really spar easily, can they?
Yeah, no, the training dummies are up in Camp Dragonhead.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a trek.
It's a bit of a trek, especially in this weather.
And especially considering it doesn't have a, well, tavern like this camp does.
To be fair, I don't think that's even really like a tavern.
It's more just we co-opted it for that use, really.
Pretty much.
At the very least, the benefit of this kind of, there's a level of snow, I don't need to worry about the impact of landing. If anything, I'll probably just make like a little, I guess, what would be the right term? A splash of snow?
It's pretty much the same as sand, but cold.
More or less. Maybe I could understand what Zenyatta sees in it. Yeah. Jeez.
Kicked up a bit.
Oh well. Should probably check the storeroom. Double check the amount of carrots available anyway. I know the green and blue carrots are kept in the infirmary. Red carrots are kind of unnecessary when you need to heal. Blue carrots are mainly for the healer's sake more than anything. Let me see. Red carrots. Oh, we got one in here. And, well, one almost gone.
So about 1.5.
Yeah, 1 and a 20th, I guess. 5th?
No. 1 and a bit.
1 and a 5th, really. If I want to quantify. There's just 1 orange carrot in here. And half of a deep blue carrot. Please don't tell me people have been taking it in lieu of actually sleeping normally.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past some of the guards to just be rummaging through, have a munch, and
They
be like,
probably
"Ooh."
they probably realized that the deep blue carrot acts as a sleep aid. At the very least, considering the amount of measurements we have to take at the burrows, we don't have to worry about the carrots spoiling. Thankfully.
It's doubly in the cold. That's why they can just leave food out.
True. If they didn't think it would attract wild animals from outside the camp, people probably would just start leaving food stock out. It would be inevitable. Oh. Hello, Bunchicha.
How are we
Not
doing?
got the new coat yet.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
It's currently undergoing its 7th treatment.
I see.
A few more and it'll be ready.
Fair enough.
I was just simply taking stock of how many of the carrots of happiness we had available. We don't have much. Actually, now that Atlas is definitively out of the infirmary, I should probably check on the blue and green stocks. Stocks while I'm at it.
Apologies.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bad habit.
Yeah.
Everyone's got bad habits.
I have a bad habit of overthinking. Which, well, fit my own station, mind. But,
Was
not
there
gonna share
not
mine if
a
you're looking at me
recent?
like that.
Was there not a recent request for restocking on your carrots.
Yeah, I posted that commission. Apparently, according to the Rogadin in the tavern, or I guess the repurposed tavern as you're putting it, they haven't set
Yeah.
out yet.
And they're still getting all the paperwork set up from the ironworks, I think.
Understood.
You know, I thought Aster got a whole litany of, well, work passes to be able to travel through Garlemald safely. And you're all capable
Imagine it's
adventurers. You
still
can handle
a
the
lot
moon.
of work.
Work passes is
Yeah.
one
You know,
thing. Passports is another.
Yeah.
Fair argument.
Because not only they have to go to Garlemald first, and then they have to go through that to the moon.
Yeah.
Likely there is an exhaustive vetting process as well.
At the very least, once they do get to the moon, they can attune to the Aetherites up there and skip the process. Should they need to go again.
I imagine it's probably not too much like trying to get into Charlian.
I
I
wouldn't
am
be too
curious if
surprised.
there's a. I am curious if there's a method to unattune someone from an Aetherite.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know how you would go about doing that.
I'm
still curious about the travel commission that takes our money when we utilize the Aetherites.
I think I overheard one of the
Isn't it
guards
just,
saying it was something
like-
about maintaining the Aetherite.
Yeah, it's from what I heard, it's maintenance fees. It draws on
Well.
a certain amount of Aether when you port over, so they take a fee in scale to how much Aether you use or something like that. It's been a while since I heard the explanation.
Irregardless, I certainly hope you both are doing alright.
Yeah.
You know, same old.
Yeah. I'm
He's
just
worried about getting eaten. I'm still looking for my sister. Same old, same old.
Understood.
Yeah.
To be fair, those of our size usually get targeted by larger creatures.
I'm not worried about larger creatures, though. I'm worried about Atlas.
Yeah.
He is technically a larger creature.
Well, okay, true.
I mean-
True.
To be fair, everyone
So
that
my
isn't
point
a
still
Lalafell
stands.
is considered a larger creature.
I'm just inevitably worried that at one point he's going to snap, we're not going to be ready, and I'm going to lose a hand or worse.
Oh, do not worry. There are methods in place.
Yeah, as far as I know, he's just got a lemon stuck in his mouth. Only takes it out when he needs to talk. And I assume he's meditating. Well, I'll move to check on the... Yeah, let's move to check on the infirmary stock just to determine just how urgent the commission will need to be done. Yeah. Let me see, if I recall right, it was over here. Big cabinet behind is mainly for storing weaponry or other miscellaneous items. Oh, half a green carrot and nothing else.
Yeah, you might want to bump that urgency up.
Not even any blue. Only
How many
crumbs.
blue did we have originally?
Well, from what I remembered, I believe we had like 2 carrots last I had properly checked. But that was a good moon ago.
Yeah, you might want to bump up the urgency.
Yeah. I could tell it to the Rogadin. I feel bad on the fact that I've forgotten her name. Although I don't recall her actually saying it to me.
Yeah, I don't know her name either, but that's because I don't think I ever actually heard
Yeah.
it.
I don't know. But she's one of the few I know is going on that commission. Plus, I saw her walk by while we were in the storeroom, so. Unless she walked by again while we were in the infirmary.
No, I was looking to see if she was around.
What are you doing over there? Is there another sparring match?
I mean, he's got his sword out, so I can only assume it's a sparring match.
Is it another scenario between Tahir and Victor? Oh, whatever. We can find her. I would be surprised if she's going to be on standby for the inevitable healing.
Yeah, I mean, she's currently the only healer here, so...
No. I mean, I could infuse a little bit of my own ether, but that's not going to be much. It would be the etheric equivalent of putting a bandage.
It's for this specific reason that I always carry potions and bandages. Can't always have a
mainly
healer
rely on
around.
the carrots more than anything. I don't even remember who was going to the moon, to be perfectly honest.
I believe
it was her,
it was...
There was Zeze,
at least
Tova.
From the people I heard, Tova, heard Zeze, Bella, I think?
Yeah, Bella probably wanted to go as well. Melody, I recall that. I recall her mainly wanting to make her brother jealous.
Fair. I know I would definitely have the same response of, yeah, I'm gonna go to the moon, solely just to say that I have gone to the moon.
Yeah. Plus, she did at least surmise the potential rare materials that may be up there. That's neither here nor there. I'm not exactly sure how rare the materials up in Mare would actually be in comparison to Anatheris.
I mean, it's the moon, it's automatically rare.
Fair argument. Hence the importance of me wanting to get this. Where's Ryder going?
I don't know.
He's just wandering off into the fog.
Oh, he's doing Ryder things.
I suppose. I mean, I guess we don't need to worry about a potential attack from a monster, at least. Or at least attacking Ryder. He can handle himself just fine.
Yeah. I mean, unless some sort of fucking primal or something appears out of God knows where. Even then, I'm pretty sure he can handle it.
In his prime, isn't Wouldn't he still technically be in his prime?
He did say he's fucking
Look, I don't... What was that?
Yeah, he's like at least 300 and something.
Ryder?
Yeah. Apparently Ryder's like 300 and something.
And that's good, he's actually lived those
Which is
years, unlike me. I spent most of my 315, 16 years just being, well, in cryosleep, really. Where the fuck is everybody?
I couldn't do that. Fucking prison will get pissy at me if I sleep for more than 12 hours.
Fair enough.
Don't come. You know I'm right.
Suppose we're all just waiting for Ryder to come back.
Pretty much.
Something like that.
Oh, there's I've forgotten her name too. Why am I so bad at remembering names?
Was,
Well,
Over my head.
well.
I don't know. Yeah, the last when I fought against him, which wasn't that long ago, all he did was just change into his armor. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was just saying.
Hi. You cut your hair.
He looks different than the last time.
Now they're behind him.
Yeah, you should see what his face looks like. It's a lot different.
Sire, I'd be very careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is just like his inner darkness or whatever they say to darkness.
I do not know. Well,
Couldn't happen.
okay.
Let's begin.
Oh boy. No sign of either of them. Who knows where they
Yeah, they'll show up.
Both of you should be further away.
Yeah,
Yeah, you two might
Zen,
want to back up a
Victor,
bit.
do you want to come over here?
You can just drag him. Drags.
Well,
Go over here.
oh jeez.
There you go.
Sheesh.
Yeah, is that on me?
He's got some upper body strength swinging the sword around like that with one hand.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Don't
What is
forget,
the
it's a
point of
sparring
screaming?
match. Prime or no prime.
You won't get away from a blade my size. Not bad.
If either of you seriously hurt each other, I'm allowing Lulu to deal with you.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't move to that. Your blade is sharp. Reminds me of those I fought in Doma.
Oh,
Let's go.
it's lowering the thick deepness of the snow at least.
Very well.
Your reaction is flawless.
Hmm.
You fell for it. You're too far away, but I could reach you.
No, I am always expecting Lulu to simply walk up and ask what the fuck is going on.
Honestly, that's fair.
That's understandable.
Always checking over your shoulder.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I do not blame you for that.
Very common phrase for her to open with, isn't it?
What the fuck are you not doing?
True. At least here it's sparring. No, with the
There's
intent
going to
to...
be a nice thin
Oh,
patch in the
jeez.
snow.
That was quite the kick.
Jeez.
Not gonna lie, wasn't expecting the barrier.
Is that really off limit from the inner darkness of his? Or is that just a lot more time and practice of manipulating Aether?
I want to see both.
I wouldn't know.
There's gotta be something I'm missing.
I don't know much about Dark Knights, so I can't really give any advice.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know either. The closest thing I could think of for my kind would be Schemingway, but he wields an axe.
Yeah, he's a warrior. If you were to put it to one.
Yeah. Used to be that Schemingway simply used the same books that everybody else did, but discovering a warrior's axe from a kind person on a Ferris, that kind of changed his trajectory and his mannerisms. Ultimately for the better, to be honest.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can still hit someone with a book pretty hard. I know that by experience, but
I mean, that's true,
it's a
but it's
lot better
mainly
to use
using,
books.
etheric energy for basically a missile of condensed energy.
Nothing. Simply commenting on what I heard.
I look away and his armor's gone. Alright,
He activated his glamour.
fair enough.
Ran, because he went that way and then wound up behind everybody else. He just like fucking run the entire way around.
Either he did a really big loop or he teleported.
Probably
did?
teleported because there's
Ryder.
Ryder.
right. He
To be
He
fair,
went off that way.
he's
and
a warrior.
then showed up behind us.
Yeah, he's a warrior
I'm
of
not going
light,
to question
so he's probably got ether and gil to spare, to be honest.
I'm not
Oh,
going to
I would
question it.
imagine so. Honestly, that's a good way of thinking about the things that Ryder does. Just don't question it.
Who knows? Maybe there's an Aephorite hidden under the snow.
oh shit.
I can't really do sparring myself, considering I'm a machinist and a small operate besides.
At most, you can help facilitate dodging.
I suppose.
Which train your reflexes, yeah.
Yeah, reflex.
Yeah. If you could dodge a bullet, you could dodge an arrow. You can dodge a
gun,
magical
you can
spell.
dodge a sword.
You know, it'd be easier to dodge an arrow if anything.
Well,
Arrows are
yeah.
easier to see than bullets.
I mean, I know I remember hearing from Inish Guardian when I was trying to help with the restoration, was just that he was just saying that when you think about it, a gun is sort of like a magic wand. Or a stave or whatnot.
Yeah.
You pull a trigger and somebody is suddenly now very hurt. Magic.
Yeah.
Pull a trigger and somebody's
You
gone.
point it at someone and it has a lot of pain.
Someone were trying to call it a miniaturized fire spell, and I'm like, technically? Not really?
I don't understand the
doesn't make any
complexities
sense.
behind how it works. It just does.
I feel reasonably sure if I said that to our resident, our more resident machinist, she'd probably smack me. She'd probably smack me for
Oh yeah,
for asking
you'd
that.
You'd get a better explanation out of her.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Weird how honestly quiet it is today.
Concerningly so, actually.
Very much so.
Oh well. Yeah. I was hoping to find more of the people that, like the Rogadin woman, who were part of the commission to go to the Mayor Lamentarum. Or at least find Neb.
That could be. Damn it.
And maybe him and Bloom are on a break again today. I think that's why, Bunchach is here, so I guess if we need anything, we should talk to her. But then again, he can't really pull the same strings as the other two can.
No. Because I do realize the infirmary's down to only half of a green carrot. We have no blue left. That's probably half the reason Bunchach was so miffed on the potential of having to heal either of them. Guess I could look around again.
Oh, there she is.
Oh.
You missed the fight.
Hi.
Not Raider.
I'm actually not actually sure.
Okay, Liz.
Really?
Makes sense. For some reason.
I'd say so.
Shit's weak as hell.
That's what I'm down for.
Huh?
He's also drunk.
Wait, no, what?
Hope the world upon his shoulders. What will he do? Drink.
No, probably need a cheesy bacon.
It was a misunderstanding.
It's an Archon burger.
Oh, this is going to be a long haul.
Will you shut up?
Hey!
It is an Archon burger.
Don't worry about it. Look, Zai, you are right. But cheese, will ya?
What?
I need to actually get into being a culinarian. I need to at least see about that, because I did promise him I'd make a cheesy bacon for him myself. And I'm not about to go the cheap route of just taking one of those and somehow heating it up.
Oh no, you do. Oh god, don't do that around the actual culinarians. They will.
Yeah, no, I don't. Kinix probably would be the type to do reheating.
Kinix would he would do it, or they would do it on purpose in front of the guild leader.
Hey, check this out. Cast Fire 4 on top of a cheesy bacon for no real reason. Presumably just to piss off Laluma and probably Bella, really.
Oh god, yeah.
I think Bella would probably be more angry, actually.
It would be between Bella and Astra, because I know those two do copy a lot.
Oh, this is all that's in the instance somehow.
There was a sword. Oversight.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, they have that.
Was the Oversight inside of the podium?
Yes. From the eyewitness, from the people who were there, from what they were telling me, yes, they did in fact find the Oversight, which I guess is the battery that powered the egg and caused all that shit to happen. Also, they found they got through that hole in the wall in the back where Mr. Big Tall and they went in there. They were able to go through there and found a whole other fucking thing being built down there.
Yeah.
And there was one squad that they fought.
Yeah. Almost there. Keep going.
Damn.
Can you recall anything else?
Are we getting to a point here, or just use this one?
You wanted the information. Well, they found a whole bunch of other shit down there.
I'm guessing the Oversight is the main thing, though.
The Oversight was the main thing.
Fucking fine. Where the fuck is it?
Well, to my understanding, Maluma took it and fucked off with it. Because
So,
Hasn't been here.
indeed. So what is the
Proving to
source
be
of that
kind of-
aura site then, since you happen to know quite a bit about it?
Hold up, I don't know quite a bit about it, because I ain't with that shit. That goes against what I stand for.
You knew enough about it then.
I mean, if you've touched it, you should probably be able to fucking tell what it's made out of, or at least the big component of it.
I haven't had the displeasure.
Well, I know there was a scuffle because Atlas took it because his condition was getting worse. It didn't really matter what it was.
They touched things that they felt powerful. Yeah.
Made them top condition.
And then what? And then what?
And then
Didn't mess
the
with
whole
the head of it, so
Yeah, how so?
didn't want to let go of it. Was very hesitant
What?
on letting go of it.
That's the whole fucking
Sorry.
point. Okay, what else? Think about it. What happened to Head?
started corrupting him
What is
from the inside out.
Wrong.
What are those funny moves you're doing?
They're trying to emphasize their point.
Oh, okay.
Do you know any fucking useful information? Anyone got anything here?
Sadly, I was not informed about what
Pick
all
up rock.
transpired.
Rock make powerful. Then what?
There's probably others like it scattered about. Potentially.
What did anything else happen after Atlas felt powerful from touching it?
That was what Bella felt. Atlas wanted it for other purposes, because there was a lot of
Different.
oversight.
But did anything else happen? That's what she seems to be getting at. There's a third, possibly more, effect. Aside from feeling powerful and likely addicted to said power, not
This
wanting
is
to let
what
it go.
we witnessed firsthand. This is what we witnessed from a third-party perspective. The only person who would probably be able to explain exactly what they felt would probably be Bella, since the had it, unfortunately.
That is the shame.
She mentioned it was. She mentioned that it was like you felt like every dream you ever had come true in the blink of an eye, and then sometime after that, it turns into a nightmare.
How does it turn into a nightmare?
It starts
Does it corrupt your dreams? Turn it into something
How
else?
does it spell? What does it do? What happens after? Come on, people, make the fucking connection. Clearly, you haven't made it. Obviously,
They want us to come
but
to.
I ain't here to give you all the fucking answers. If you can't think for yourself, then what the fuck
Okay.
is leading you?
So, if it grants all of your wishes and then suddenly twists them into nightmares.
Touched it.
Pardon?
No, continue.
Then obviously there's some kind of Yes?
I was trying to remember what exactly happened then.
Okay. So if it twists your dreams into nightmares, corrupting it, likely it's also trying to
Corrupting the person, take control over the person itself.
It doesn't do that.
makes you want more in order to regain that euphoria? an addiction?
I mean, yeah, there's gonna be fucking addiction, power, and the downside of using that drives me crazy.
I mean, insanity. Is that the third part? Insanity?
Well, not necessarily. It was because of it.
I do apologize, but I didn't hear the third party accounts or the first party accounts.
Are you talking about when we attempted to use the black Eorzea crystal that day?
Black Oryx.
It's a black Eorzea?
We found
Oh,
they
we're-
found a red Eorzea.
Wait, red Eorzea?
Yes.
Yes. In that place
Apparently
where you
that's what
found the
made
egg?
this.
But when it wasn't active, it was black though, wasn't it?
The egg turned black. The
There was
Eorzea they
something
found
under-
in the podium was red.
Oh, okay.
Is that the same as what these tribes use to summon their gods? Is it something like that?
No. Well, so, okay. So, these tribes use just paper crystals, get a fuck ton of them, bring them together, have enough ether, boom, cast a spell, get fucking tempered. Done. Not this. Oversight is a little bit different. Now, you probably know white oversight, black oversight, right? Now, keep in mind, this ain't my, thing. I just know some shit about it. Red is custom creation. Let me ask you this, yeah.
Most of what we've been dealing with has been more of an artificial type of.
So, development
Right.
Raven?
Screaming?
Oh wow, look at you using your little brain. Look how active.
So, did it create some kind of connection?
No. This ain't connected to the god. That's the egg pod. This is an energy source. A fucking terrible one, and by terrible I mean it's really fucking strong, but at the same time the cost ain't worth it. In my opinion, at least. They just stuck to the eggs like they were supposed to. They'll be lost in death.
Does it drain something from the wielder then?
Human sacrifices.
How do you think it's made?
Oh.
There was that.
Screaming? Did she
Was that
mention?
account?
Interesting.
I can't remember if she mentioned voices or screaming or anything like that. I just know the first two parts. Where
They are using the people they are kidnapping to make these red Eorzeas.
Oh, I remember. I had remembered it was something like that. The whole human trafficking thing was the entire front to how they were getting the people that they needed to just do all this fucked up shit.
According to them, that wasn't the original intention.
At least for me. Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure it was, but that's not how it was conveyed before I was tempered. Keep in mind, they were around a lot fucking longer than I was a part of this whole
It seems
shebang.
vaguely similar to a concept in alchemy I heard about from the other side.
How long have they been planning this shit?
Likelihood, quite a
Yes.
fucking while. I only joined more of recent, aka after the whole Final Days fiasco. And what they told to me is not what they were actually doing. What I was conveyed to didn't need people to die. But here we are.
So, when speaking with some of those from the other side about alchemy, someone brought up an alchemist made of metal? Bull? I'm not exactly too sure. But there was a concept that they mentioned that was intriguing and horrifying at the same time. A philosopher's stone.
And how does that work?
Well, apparently required a lot of lives in order to create one.
Actually,
So you're saying, well, based on that,
familiar.
it's similar concepts.
It's bringing that to mind. I'm not saying they're the same thing.
Pretty sure there's some shit about what the fuck is it? Myths, legends for people around the pond.
You know, I probably
You would know
should.
something.
I could ask.
You should probably talk to the alchemists.
I would
They
try
probably know
either Rods at Pond, the Eastern Continent, perhaps the fucking Charlian Archives. What else would it be?
I can ask my teacher in Ulda as well, who also has ties to Radzatan.
You know, best thing. See if you can find anyone that knows about the ruins beneath Ulda.
That actually. Oh wait, that was another thing. that was
That's been
mentioned.
mentioned before.
There is a potential that there are these.
The old ruins?
How prison was being used as a, I guess.
About, you know, the sister city? Or how the two cities were once one?
Yes.
Before Ulda? Yeah, where do you think the ruins are?
Considering all they did with the prison well, we were talking about so many different places underneath the sands that could have been utilized by the group.
Well, there was also discussions of potentially operations of this cult occurring in every single city.
True.
Similar with Ishgard.
Well, I will discuss with some of those that I know in Ulda.
And there's also, we've also discussed potentially exploring more of Dravania as well. 'Cause that seems to be the most activity.
I mean, if you need a guide there, let me know. That is
Fair
hopeful.
enough. I shall bring this up with Lulu and Mr. Neb.
Any Ishgardians, if you want to solve risks.
Would Ildshire know anything?
Idleshire?
I think we were supposed to head out at some.
I would say.
We had been bringing all this other stuff up for a bit that day before, you know, the whole scuffle with Atlas.
Like, fucking, you know, residents there might have dug up some shit. Because they have a tendency to. But if you mean like any people that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about, unlikely. But you might
Just
find some
anything
shit
that they
that'd be
might have
useful.
noticed, like reports.
There might be some folks of the Gobby flock who might know more of the alchemy behind all of this, but
If you want to actually find, like, perhaps some of the more. What's authentic? What's looking for? Oh well. If you're looking for, like, where there could actually be, like, proper shit, I would try some of the large forelands between the forelands and hinterlands, you know? Not quite the mountains yet, but not in, you know, the almost marshland-like forest. It's when it becomes
the non-mind might know more about it than the Gobby flock.
when it starts to get a bit colder and the trees are a bit thicker in that land in between, that's where you might find it.
Good to know.
Don't go on.
In any case,
I should give us a tour one of these days.
I will speak with those I know from the Alchemists Guild. See if there's anyone they might know about anything.
I'm not there. If you mentioned this before, had this conversation, I wasn't there. But what exactly is the god they are trying to summon?
A Great Red, or a corruption of it.
What is it?
Yeah, an abomination of it. Variation. If you're talking about the one that my people worshipped, the Great Red is the rising sun. It represents a new dawn, hope in its essence. Usually it's depicted as a great red bird. Or red chocobo. chocobos were aplenty where I come from. So much so that my people were gifted with the ability to breed them and give them unique colors, and some of them gained, well, special abilities. Some had the ability to heal, others were far more intelligent, others were really fucking good at hide and seek for some fucking reason.
Good to know.
That's what my people were blessed with, reading them. Where do you think all the chocobos came from? That the cult fucking used.
So I'm safe to assume that if they succeed in summoning this twisted version of your god, it will likely not end well.
Does it ever?
New Dawn represents hope. I believe we've all seen what the power of hope does.
Mm-hmm.
AKA, it's thought to be able to rewrite the world.
And likely the High Priestess wants to rewrite the world in a way that benefits her the most.
I mean, the fucking... I mean, the traffickers are being used, obviously, but for the people part of the cult, they all have their own motivations. Keep in mind that this is not like, say, the Sahagin or the Amalja, where there's only one group, they're in one fucking place, they all believe the same damn thing. For the Great Red, yeah, there's my people who worshipped it. We were in Dravania, but all across the continent are little societies, communities that also worship it, but with it being in a different place, it's told differently. Yeah, some things stay the same, but others are subjected to change. And I think it should be quite obvious the amount of aether that we have already obtained, and it's still not enough to say how powerful this primal is. But yeah, don't ask me about the fucking red aetherite thing. Aetherite? Orsite, that's it. Don't ask me about that shit, cause that ain't my forte.
Now I'm expecting a giant red aetherite wherever the High Priestess is.
I will let you know. Keep that shit away from y'all, and I don't know where the midget lady person took it, but for your sake and her sake, I really hope she managed to get away from that shit fast. Or you might not be seeing them again.
Oh, shit.
You've seen them ever since that happened, right?
If you'll excuse me.
Since the last week.
So,
No.
y'all know how Orsite works, right?
I'm gonna go with Bunchacha.
I don't.
Wonderful. So there's white Orsite, which dipshit could tell you about who's walking away. I believe that's what you said deal with.
I need to go check on Luma.
You do that.
Good luck finding her.
That being
Somewhere in the
case,
tower,
white
probably.
Orsites. Actually, maybe the rabbit knows. You know how this shit work?
Sorry, which
White
Orsite?
Orsite.
Why Orsite? That's usually for containing a lot of energy. From what I've learned from reports, I'm pretty sure the Crystal Tower in Mordona is, well, similar in makeup.
That's
I think.
no Orsite. That is aetherite. That's an entire process. But yes, white Orsite is much more like a container, able to take in large, vast quantities of it.
Yeah.
I believe that's what dipshit used to fucking kill some of the Asians, but you know. So that's that. And there's black Orsite, which you'll actually...
He had to get white Orsite because we need to go to the first at some point to help out one of our friends.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna ask about that. So the black oversight. Now, you probably, I'm not sure if you do, but some of you might have seen it before. You ever heard of the Heart of the Beak? That's black oversight.
Right.
Basically, vast amount of aether. I think that specific one has a spell in it that's able to break reality, apparently, from the fucking portal. But massive amounts of aether, massive amounts of power, corrupting influence. I believe black oversight specifically brought out... What was it? It heightened their most negative traits. I could be wrong about this. Yeah. Then there's synthetic black oversight, which, if any of you ever heard about the weapons project over in Whirlit. Any of you heard of that? I fucking did.
Sounds like a nip thing.
Should probably ask the giant pussy guy. He'd be able to tell you. Basically, Garleans was making synthetic black oversight to make something similar to the ultimate weapon. Did not go well for the people inside. I believe only one of them fucking lived. Whatever. So, with that being out of the case, red one. Very similar to black. Not the same, though. Doesn't have the same capacity, I would say. It's able to take in aether, obviously. Vast amount of quantities, all that kind of jazz. Just needs to take a shitload of souls to do so. The problem is A, souls ain't happy. B, has the same effect of negative qualities. Specifically, I believe more negative emotions. So, greed, gluttony, wrath. Basically, those negative traits, longer around that shit, gonna be amplified. Which makes sense. You get a hold of it, you have a power rash, it's gonna be addicted. Know what I mean? So that's
but
what
then
I'm
at
saying.
some point, the fun stops and you can just wind up. I'm assuming you would probably end up killing you eventually if you just held on to her for too long. Or was around it for
one person than yourself.
Oh, fun.
Regardless, hope for the best. Hopefully the little midget lady decided to drop the shit before she went, psycho mode.
Last I saw, Ned went with them. I'm assuming to hide it in a secure location so no one can.
And have you seen him since?
Haven't seen either of them all day.
Have they contacted you all at all? Anything?
Not over late show. So
I'm gonna try and contact them over Lake Show.
One damned week I spend away in Costa. Or we, anyway.
my understanding with the red Eorzea, besides whatever they do when you fucking touch them, they seem, from what they said when they found it, the altar, like a battery for the eggs. And if there's more of those eggs out and about in the world, then that would mean there's probably more than just that one red Eorzea we found.
Oh, absolutely.
I doubt it's as simple as just simply one bit of Eorzea per egg.
I mean, like I said, the eggs could function without it, which was the original fucking plan, but knowing them
put the
and
two
kind of
together.
speed up the process.
Yeah, you put the two together and you wind up with a situation like what happened in Ishgard.
I mean, y'all stopped what could have been Ishgard. If y'all didn't stop that, the entire place would have been fucking tempered. Every single person in there.
And I don't think we would have been able to break every single person out of that.
No. We would not have
Point
been
of
able
no
to get
return, right?
into Ishgard, let alone break people out of it.
Yeah. Because I'm assuming there is a point of no return with this influence.
Well, absolutely there is. Just need to find it.
I guess that differs from person to person. But the biggest issue we have is now we essentially have ticking time bombs under every single major city-state, considering how long
Who
this
knows where?
cult has been in business.
I mean, I already told you, it's at least before, you know, the calamity. Drunk.
Shit. Okay. That's a lot of work ahead. I remember we were trying to come up with a game plan for all of this, but shit.
Do what I showed y'all before and just track the fucking things.
I think we have enough at our disposal that we can do that. And I mean,
It's just a matter of gathering it.
Yeah, safely containing all of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, fighting whoever's gonna get in our way.
I mean,
the
yeah,
further
you
along
grab
we go,
enough
the more there's
pieces,
gonna be.
eventually they're going to start sending people at us to stop.
Sooner or later, this can't be no longer become a safe haven.
We've been teetering on that for
I
a
don't
while,
think
I
it-
would think.
I don't think it's ever started being a safe haven.
To be fair, yeah, with Ryder around. But that's besides.
No luck. What about Nab?
I would have tried. Nothing. No, nothing from that bite.
No.
I saw the right. You were standing by the wall that time.
I saw the direction.
You saw the direction they ran.
I mean,
Yeah, they went.
we could always
That
go
way.
find it.
Sure, because that doesn't.
Wonderful.
I'm not.
I guess this is what we're doing now.
How could it go wrong? Alright, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
As long as we don't touch it, it's fine, right?
Well,
Look,
I mean, especially don't touch it. But...
exactly.
I'm not sure.
Fine. Fine. After all, I still have my weapon at least, so if nothing else, I don't have to worry about defending myself so much.
So, like, as a whopper, the fuck do you do?
He has a
I'm-
gun.
I've been training to be a machinist.
Can you even be a machinist? Can you?
Well,
Can you get a job so?
judging by the fact I have a weapon on my back, odds are good I've been trained in it in some capacity. As far as I've been told, the machinist job stores are blank.
I mean, it is a fairly new thing from what I've heard.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not sure what machinist skills you can pass down for a soul stone anyway. Or job stone, or whatever they call it.
At what point, like, does you... Because I know, you know, every job essentially has, like, the point where it stops being, like, you and you start incorporating, like, magical effects into it and using...
That's a
like,
good
other
argument,
things.
yeah.
At what point does it stop being point a gun and shoot and start, you know... What, are you going to start doing, like, backflips and stuff while you shoot your gun?
That seems unnecessary.
It really does. does.
Unless
I
Aether
wouldn't put it
basically is
past
like a
some
fan.
machinist to be like, hey, watch this, and then just do a backflip while they shoot their gun.
I lost sight of them down there when they went down the hill, and I didn't see them after that.
I stopped at about.
Okay, which way would they go?
There's a cave nearby, so maybe there's a cave right there, maybe there.
The dog hold? Where there's a void sent? Are you fucking insane?
Hasn't been a void since we've dealt with them.
The fuck do you mean there hasn't been a void sent? It's the fucking dog hold.
The last time I ever went in there, it was... Okay, I guess there were void sent, but I think that was more from the Etheric crisis.
There were void sent, yeah, but there was... Yeah.
It's filled with voids and that's why there's usually guards stationed there. It's a dungeon. But you know, what do I know? I'm not one fucking
I only went into the bare entrance of it just to help, you know, with the Etheric stabilizer.
I mean, I could feel the void sent just from the entrance.
Oh yeah, you're Reaper. I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't have gone that way, because that way leads to Mordona, which is a populated area.
Just pardon me, I hadn't been there yet.
Yeah.
Schemingway, don't you have something that can track Derek's signatures?
I thought that was
Surely
a
something
shroud
like
entrance.
Foresight could potentially trigger a
I don't
device.
fucking keep track.
Can I try? Do I have something to track what now?
Populated area.
Track this thing, considering it has a fuck more ether than the surrounding area.
I know that's this little, like, a therometer thing that came with the machinist stone, but I don't really think that's able to do what you're asking. If I had access to if I had access to actually the technology of the burrows, I probably would have the ability to track this damned thing.
Maybe Neb's tent might have something.
Probably not a wise idea. Odds are good there are probably pendants still stored securely in there. One accidental wrong step and you'll end up with a face full of pendants.
Sounds like someone has personal experience.
Yes, unfortunately. That was a wrong place, wrong time. I guess right place, wrong time, actually. As Victor can attest.
Oh, right, yeah. That one turned the corner while we were testing the helmet and, you know...
I almost was tempered on the spot.
The influence.
That happened. Jesus.
L.
Well, not entirely one, at least. At least showed the difference between protection and no protection, if nothing else.
They would have crossed the river.
Where would they... Okay, you apparently work for Midget. Where would Midget go?
There are a few spots in the river where it's frozen over. Somehow sturdy enough for Hrothgar's to pass and potentially a group. We're able to at least make sure a big, barely beast.
Wards and everything.
Well, that'll work.
Oh well, it's definitely frozen now.
That'll work.
She would have had to take precautions because of that. The whole reason she decided to run off with it in the first place.
Ice won't stay like that forever.
Buried it, covered it up, put a bunch of magic wards on it.
I do remember coming out a long way this way, but that was when Laluma was training a bunch when it came to summoning, what was it, like a demi-primal or eggy?
Oh, there's some.
Something called Sephiroth, I believe.
Where in?
Massive thing with 4 arms. Kind of like Titan, but with 4 arms.
6, actually.
6. Oh yeah, it has 6 arms.
I know of them. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to be locked on a fucking floating island in the sky.
If I recall right from stories, I believe Ryder at least helped deal with them when they were threatening to breach containment, I think. I could be remembering wrong,
Where
but...
the fuck did your friend learn an elegant practice?
Your question is as good as ours.
I mean, maybe that's a question I could more politely ask her when I next see her, if we
That
next
shit's
see
fucking
her.
forbidden.
Yes, she can do it. I don't know.
Then again, being a black
one's
mage is
considered.
apparently a forbidden practice, but we still have one
I mean,
resident
we're
at the
always
camp.
concerned about the shit that goes on. We just don't bring it up because it just seems to be the norm now.
And you're not concerned about the fact that you have someone that uses elegant shit. The elegant.
I mean, we have people that uses black
It's
magic, white magic. Illegal shit is
Honestly,
pretty
that's the whole
common.
thing. But
She commands a void scent.
it's always the fucking elegance.
I don't really command her, we kind of
Goblins
just
look
share a
like
body.
Nothing compared to them. And not a lick of okay, yeah, sure. Okay.
It is
Look,
concerned,
okay.
but we have a whole bunch of shit.
We have something to worry about first.
We have a scaling list of things we should be concerned about.
We're gonna get a shopping list.
We already have a shopping list and the scenery is at the top of it.
Yeah. Yeah. We have our own versions of our shopping lists. Athena should...
Headed over, like, toward what? You know, I'm not gonna ask. Do y'all think they headed over to, like, Madonna or what?
Who knows?
I'm not seeing any footprints in the snow around here besides ours.
I mean, you
It's
know,
been it's been a week. Surely the snow would have covered up any tracks.
I mean, for goodness sake, it's up to my waist.
There's no snowfall. Yeah, let me. Actually, that would burn you alive.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
let me just pull you out the snow.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem is she would have had to factor in
There.
Alice's entire, you know, talent for tracking and hunting, combined with whatever his condition is, giving him some heightened senses with Aether.
You should probably avoid populated areas or easy to access areas.
Exactly. That's why I was hesitant anytime I, saw him approach.
Maybe her and them did go into the dungeon.
I mean, if they
Filled
did
with
go into
whatever-
the dungeon, then that raises a second point of we then have to deal with what the fuck
Try not
happens
to
when
slip.
a void six gets a hold of Red Eorzea.
I'm trying. But it had to have been close enough if they ever had to, grab it for some reason or another.
A lot of things to think about. Hells, when I turned that corner and ended up locking eyes with the pendants, I immediately started hearing the voice of Highland screaming in my head, just telling me to take. This is far enough out of the way.
It's still pretty close, honestly.
Relatively close by, but not exactly under our nose. Plus, unless we wanted Luluma to summon another one of the triad, why would we come out here?
The best way
There's a
to...
grave there.
What the
grave?
So that's where she put it.
No, no answer. Okay.
It's her brother's.
Didn't even know that was here.
Oh. Is that what's over there?
When we grave robbing, sign me the fuck up.
Hey!
Hey!
Wait.
Let's at least ascertain why. Actually, if they put it there, would it be reverse grave robbing? Grave giving?
I think at some point grave robbing becomes archaeology.
I guess that depends on how old the grave. Off topic. If we're gonna go off of that, then the floating islands that she was talking about with the triad technically count.
I didn't even know there was a grave up here.
The ground
To be
doesn't look
fair, I
to have
don't
been
pass
displaced
cultists
since
that much.
Reiki, so it's certainly not fucking buried.
Hmm.
Maybe
Let's move on.
someone close by.
Maybe.
Perhaps. Look around.
Oh. Obvious.
Hmm. God, it's cold. I mean, it's Curtis. What the fuck did I expect? But
Starts like
Find something.
God, he's like a dog.
I think he's found something.
Yeah, as you dig up, you see there's a chest.
okay.
Is it the one that we
Oh.
remember her holding?
I believe so.
Huh.
I mean, unless it's a chest with an egg in it, but to my understanding, the eggs we've kept around in the tower, and those are
Yeah,
usually
that's
off.
in the chest that she put the crystal in.
Okay. Well, now that we know where it is,
Huh.
it starts like.
Yeah, now that we know where it is.
Check if it's in there.
Oh boy.
I mean, I
Sure.
can check if it's in there.
You're the one that
Let's-
has the
let's
knowledge,
just-
Victor. Just check real quick.
Yeah.
Don't lift the lid too far up, just have a peek.
Unlock it.
I don't know why it has a habit of breaking like that. Always seems weird. But
No, I'm not going to touch. No, I'm not going to do that. No way.
No, you can't touch
Now
it
that we
either.
know where it is.
Yeah, maybe.
For all we know, then Neb and Lula might just be taking another break.
Probably. It after that situation that happened with Atlas before, the both of them seemed pretty.
It would make
Not
sense.
okay.
They nearly got into a fight, so.
Yeah. Well, let's just start fucking.
Now that
packing
we know
stuff.
where it is, we need to keep it under wraps. Especially from Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
Especially. Well,
I
that
still want to
figured
have a
out.
closer look at that person thing. Whatever the fuck is in it.
What, Atlas? The wraps.
Yeah. I mean, y'all obviously fucking noticed the massive amount of light being thrown in it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, he's not
that's
gonna.
what we're trying to
he's,
help him
he's becoming, what do they call it? A reverse.
They called it a
void
sin
sin?
eater.
Sin
They're
eater, that's that.
basically the opposites of void sins.
beep, beep, beep.
Creatures that are
Beep.
from this world known as from this
Beep.
reflection known as the first.
Why is it not working?
Some people are gonna go there and try and fix him.
Void sin, why not just...
Hello. Why are you not working?
Actually,
that.
I mean, if not, I can always summon a boy.
We can certainly try.
Go fucking ham.
I mean, if you're willing to hold Atlas down long enough. Yeah.
You would just need to be careful
Yeah.
yourself.
I feel like
Yeah,
we're doing this again.
I can.
Very loudly, but Ali began.
Never mind, never mind, it crashed.
Very loudly.
Never mind, the SteamVR crashed.
I was never gone. What do you mean?
Sorry, the others ended up leaving.
I see.
We thought you were just fucking vanished.
No, it's fine. Etheric flux, or whatever Ryder has a habit of calling it. Something happens to everybody, but at the very least I seem to have landed in the same spot. Instead of having to trek all the way over here through unfrozen rivers.
Well,
I'll leave you to it.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Thank you, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll meet with the others.
I know fucking perfect special fucking snowflake, but at the same time I don't make myself be. I know my shit stank.
I'm glad you do.
Oh yeah. You get lost in the snow.
I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna steal Ryder's term and just say etheric flux or something.
Fair enough.
I mean, what's he gonna do?
Criticize all the damn time. Maybe I don't know. Like help us help you. Does that sound like a better idea?
I am helping you. Well, I won't fucking be here. I wouldn't have given you any of the information. I wouldn't have helped you through all this shit. I wouldn't have given you my fucking link shit. So I am helping you. But God, are y'all fucking tedious to resist.
Okay. I don't know. What could we do to make things not so annoying for you?
I mean, y'all were like, hey, we're trying to stop this and stop them from bringing about the abomination that they're fucking trying to bring out. And I'm like, yeah, for that, but at the same time, I'm not seeing fucking progression. Human traffickers are still doing their bit, still being fucking played like puppets. The cult is still fucking moving. Hell, never mind. The head priest is probably fucking doing shit. So, here we are, and I'm sort of just sitting around for a couple of weeks waiting for shit to get underway, or to get any information myself, and all that's happening is I'm just giving and giving and giving, and I'm not really getting much in return.
Okay. Well, fuck it then. How about this? Maybe at some point in time, you and I just run out. I got the helmet now, so I'm not as much of a fucking liability as I was before. We just go out and fuck some shit up. Figure out what we can. So waiting around for everybody else. Sound like a plan?
Yeah. Sounds fucking wonderful.
Good, alright then.
There's certain other cultists I need to die before the shit's over. Raynor being one of them.
Sure. We'll try tracking him down. Where should we start? Idleshire?
Knowing him, he has this whole hard on about fucking, Ishgard, and he's really trying to follow in Thornton's footsteps, although he absolutely detests being called Thornton or Thornton wannabe, which is funny as fucking shit to me when I say that garbage. So knowing him, he's one of the ones that's going to be the most proactive in getting this abomination up and going. Because he has his own goals. We all fucking know this. Why the fuck will let him have as much power he has given me? So I'd imagine him still be in one of the northern regions. But he ain't gonna show
Maybe not
himself
close.
until he's gonna ready.
Maybe not close enough to here, but let's see further north. I mean, what's further north than here?
There's only so far north you can go until you reach Garlemald.
That's not even north from here. That's
Well, not north from
Northeast,
here, but I
really.
mean like geographically wise.
that's on the continent. You don't have to worry about that. The only shit that's really popping off here is stuff on this continent. So places you really have to worry about is obviously here, the Shrouds, Inland, Lenosha.
We have 3 sets of problems at this point.
Turning Mist,
4, probably.
Colthis, obviously we're in the Central Highlands, and then there's the what the fuck is it? Western Highlands? Yeah. Vania, Appalachia, Migo.
Alright, I mean, maybe you and I run out there, try to see if we can find the rat fucker.
Finding him's going to be a lot more of a fucking challenge. Like I said, he needs to be good and ready. Best bet, go find more of the eggs, find more of the cultists, torture little
Piss 'em off.
bastards, get the information, kill them.
Sure.
They don't need
We could do that. This point might come
For the
down
most
to
part.
some of us needing to operate. Some of us might need to just operate on our own time. Yeah, it's extremely dangerous and nigh suicidal, but fuck it.
I'd probably recommend, like, knowing you, probably want a light party. Maybe get a light party of people that, are actually competent. Get them some of the gear, so they're less likely to be fucked in the head. Soul. And then see what we can do.
I mean, yeah, to my understanding, Neb was working on more pieces of that armor. More, I guess, warding scales for this specific type of tempering that the armor seems to protect us from. You're seeing this guy.
And then we have to deal with the
Okay.
ranges. Rainbow
Yeah.
fucking latex dipshit.
With short fuses.
Well, next time we see them,
Murderers.
the next time we see them, maybe they themselves found an egg or two or however many, because they can operate
they
faster
have.
than we can.
I can assure you of this. They have found a plenty.
Real quick, Dyer, you were in St. McCain's, right?
Yes, I was there with you.
I'm mad at myself for not, like, bothering to fucking bring this up sooner, but... When we were in there, we saw a red fucking chocobo.
Yes.
Just straight up a red chocobo.
Staring at us. It was staring at us. Neb kind of lost it and started swinging at it, but it was not. It didn't just go down. It stood up and he hacked at it so much, and it kept staring. Yeah, it did. It didn't
attack.
That was yours.
That's your
one of.
Well, Neb just
One
got
of.
pushed off of it. Thing.
It's not dead.
It didn't seem to give a fuck.
What? It's not dead.
What do you mean it's not dead?
It stared at us the entire time.
I mean, if it survived Neb going at it, I'm pretty sure it can survive whatever.
It was very concerning. I thought we were having a fucking hallucination.
So why did you just let it sit there?
I told it not to attack. I told it, hey, keep a watch out if those dipshits show up. And guess what? Dipshits show up. So it sort of did what it was supposed to do. And then y'all fucking mauled it, and then it got really... He got really upset.
Understandably.
For a while. Do some fucking...
Wow.
For future reference, maybe make it a different color than red.
Why? They're a red chocobo. I'm not asking why you're that skin color.
The only immediate thought I can think of on that one is just Neb
Well, if you don't want
when.
your red chocobos to immediately get jumped by Neb, that's just the recommendation I give.
I'm about to make some really racist jokes in a minute if you don't take that back.
Oh, for the love of.
Fucking chocobos, that's all.
If you don't want to get jumped by every white person, maybe you should change your old fucking yellow ass
Oh,
skin.
for Zodiac's sake.
No.
Don't play this fucking game with me.
All I recall why is probably why he jumped it is because there were red chocobos in Baja, and that probably caused him and a lot of other people in that war PTSD.
They're a red chocobo. What the fuck do you want me to do? They're a red chocobo.
It is an unfortunate. It's an unfortunate consequence because of the whole history Neb has with that specific color of chocobo. Because
Yeah, I know the fucking history, thank you. I'm aware of that. That's just the type of fucking chocobo they are. It's not just, feathers. They can
Too
summon
bad I
fucking
couldn't really
meteors.
say anything to, be like, hey, I'm fine. Unfortunately.
They don't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, you all can understand it.
At least it's fortunate that it survived the encounter in any case.
Yeah, it's one of my many chocobos.
At this point, we just got,
I have a lot of them.
many. At this point, the problems just keep compounding. There's the overarching problem of Athena. That definitely needs to be resolved sooner or later. Preferably sooner. Yeah. That's like other side problem, but that'll melt over to over here inevitably. Then there's the chocobo thing. Then there's the red comet
What I'm
problem.
hearing is, I know we have the stables here, but I can't bring meatball. That's what I'm hearing.
Probably shouldn't. Oh no, we could. We had to set up a ground rule.
That's gonna die.
No,
Yeah, if
no
they show up and they
chocobos
try to kill my
in-
fucking chocobo, I'm gonna fucking kill them again.
Yeah, so it's though as much
Yeah.
as we would love to put all of them basically out of their fucking misery, they're still somewhat useful to us in the sense that they are out and about, able to find shit and take on things that it would require at least a light party of us to go through. So
There's still a problem at the end of
It's
it.
this whole fucking exchange that we've had to set up because, you know, they are, for all intents and purposes, stronger than
Welcome
us.
to
I guess
the
up to a
world.
point.
It's filled with problems. You just have to
Yeah.
decide which one you're gonna
The
focus
Rangers
on.
is still a problem, but ultimately a problem we can actually twist to our own advantage.
That's a problem we can deal with at our
we just
later
need
date.
to.
Yeah.
We just need to focus, run around, find these fucking eggs, take all this shit out. It's something with the Black
I
Ranger.
don't know.
I would assume. He's
Their
the
initial
ringleader
goal
of
was
that.
essentially to replace adventures.
That's a scary one.
Yeah. So when, say, Ryder
one is
or
not
similarly
like that
powerful people
Well,
aren't around, they can still set things
has
up.
a black fucking ranger thingy given to you guys. Cause they are no. That one's fucking scary.
I have heard
They are.
the
they
Black
do-
Ranger speak.
They do
Yes, I
give
can
an
agree.
very intimidating presence when they arrive, especially with how easily they can control pretty much every single fucking other ranger.
They do seem to be the one that is the most competent out of the others.
Has his mind right, mostly. At least his right.
For the most
Others,
part.
I feel like
Has his
I feel
mind.
like they are
That's
basically a
hilarious.
joke.
Hey, more than the others.
Although,
They-
it to be clear here that these rangers, I don't know what kind of vibe they gave you all, but they are a legitimate fucking problem for the cult. Like,
Yeah.
when we started using the traffickers, the rangers seem to have it hard set on dismantling the traffickers first and foremost to get rid of our main source of ether, and then try to pick off the cult. That seems to be the big goal here. The problem is we're actually fucking good at it, which is what's been causing so many slip-ups. Well, with Costa del Sol and all that be is because these fuckers just won't get off our asses. Yeah, Jewel Rangers, I think 2 of them could probably clear most of the fucking dungeons that y'all have done. The black one, though, the black one has done some shit. I wasn't there personally, but I can say from one of the rituals to create some of the red Eorzea, apparently at some point the black one came across them while they were trying to do that, and let me tell you, that was a very horrific sight to walk in on, and that's coming from me. I haven't seen bodies that mangled ever since the final fucking days.
Oh. I see.
Well, I guess we should be grateful that he hasn't decided to turn on us yet. Lovely.
Well, that's because we have a similar opposing force.
They haven't given them a
Yeah.
reason.
Stop these traffickers.
Not yet. Though the only problem would be
What initially was their whole deal about? There's, yeah, like you said, there's a bunch of problems, but why this one in particular? Why do they care about this particular thing?
Because it's such a fucking problem? I don't
If
think I
there's
understand your
ever-
question.
well, the Rangers' entire motivation was they wanted to replace adventurers. They wanted to
They
replace
wanted
people
to
like
replace
us.
adventurers.
Okay, was that
Until recently.
was that the Rangers' motive, or like 2 or 3
That's-
of the Rangers' motive?
Well, to be fair,
I-
I'm
to
pretty
my
sure
under-
the ones that we first met that one day when we first introduced
That one
got
day.
introduced to them, they were like hippies or some shit.
Proclaiming that shit, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
It
Was it the
Now-
fucking turquoise one?
Yeah, fuck that.
Turquoise and pink?
I believe so,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was definitely pink. I remember
Yeah, those
pink.
2.
And then there's
That
the-
makes sense.
What, don't even get me started with the silver one.
The
I
turquoise
don't want
and
to.
pink
I don't
one.
want
The
to kept
turquoise
flirting with
one
people.
That was the silver one.
is
That was a silver one, yeah.
Yeah, that was the silver one.
turquoise is the fucking hippie one. The pink one, that's the one that is very
That was the one that
irritating.
Oh, yeah, that was the one that almost
That's the
flipped
one that has a
on
tendency
us.
to try to be positive, but be extremely condescending while doing so. Sound familiar?
Wasn't that the one that had the? Wasn't that the one that had
Oh,
the
boy.
fucking PTSD attack and tried to chop me in half?
Yeah, I still
Or was
remember
it
that.
blue?
Oh, hey, that happened. Hey, next time you should kill the one that happens.
Cause he, well, it was because the black one showed up and snapped him out of it. I'm assuming was a veteran of the Garlean War.
Pasha,
I guess
presumably.
his past life, if you'd call it their past lives before they were put in the suits.
Mhm.
So, with what the suits do to them, now that we've seen what happens firsthand after St. McCain's, and from what Neb's told us,
If the suits were experimental prototypes, why put themselves in that danger anyways? Why put themselves at that risk?
well,
It's like they sealed them
the
as
black,
soon as they got them.
obviously the Black Ranger for some way somehow woke from the fucking dead, got his hands on, I guess, the schematics for the fucking suits, and just has been doing whatever on their own to make more and
What do you
put.
mean by woke from the fucking dead? Like what?
Neb went to go to his fucking grave and it was empty.
Oh, I didn't fucking know that. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, that's
Wasn't he
Yeah.
buried
kind
in
of
the
new.
armor?
Oh, so he's the original? Okay.
He's the original
I mean,
because he was
explains a
net.
couple of
Does
He
make
was the
sense as to
prototype.
why Black is in charge.
Exactly.
And
So it's safe. So it's safe to assume Black was someone Neb knew, potentially someone within Ironworks who had knowledge, who was obviously the tester for this suit. How does that
the
even
original
work?
one.
God,
Or simply another
suit-
soldier of the Bosnian
The
Wars.
suit essentially
Do you want me to explain
enhances.
how that works? Because it's very similar to the helmet you're wearing.
Oh shit.
Really?
What do you think the shit's based off of? It's based off of the... Well, obviously it's not the same fucking thing, but how do you think
Right.
the whole living suits of armor shit works? Silver Knights. Those used to be people at some point.
Yeah, and then they
Massive amount
were.
of aether, body deteriorates, but the armor keeps the aether within, aka keeps the soul within, therefore a living puppet.
And it just fucking becomes a massive fucking pain in the ass. That's for sure.
I mean, obviously,
Okay.
theoretically, it's a good way to, I guess, keep people going, you know. But there's something wrong with it that doesn't keep the mind going.
The suit doesn't know when
Oh,
to
I
stop.
wonder what it could be. Perhaps it's the massive amount of aether that would kill a normal person. That literally causes your physical fucking being to deteriorate.
That would do it.
They're just shades at this point. Shades of ambition.
Who would put... Okay, obviously, Black is a completely
Also,
different
before
story.
you continue, I'd like
Black
to
is a different
mention,
story.
perhaps it's something to look into with Lightfield, Viera, the Atlas, that's it, Pirate Bitch. Because I'm not sure if you noticed with the Rangers, but they're filled with light aether. Specifically.
Oh no.
Like, it's just light.
Just astral
Okay,
energy.
Rangers of Light.
A more literal sense than really expected. I forgot about that little detail.
Just gives us more.
Anyway, you were saying before?
Certain urgency.
Continue.
What I was gonna say was, you know, Black is a completely different story. Black is some fucking zombie or whatever the fuck. But what I want to know is how the fuck he convinced people to put these, you know, death suits on and go fight evil or whatever. Like, who the
Hey, if
fuck
you
would
put
have
on this suit, it stops you from dying and you can save the world. Do something with your life before you fucking die.
Probably.
Be surprised how many
You
people
want
would go for that.
superpowers?
I
You
guess
want to
some
be the
people are
next
that
warrior of light?
You find people so down and out of their luck at their lowest points of their lives.
I mean, let's look at it this way. Pink, supposedly a war veteran. How much you want to bet? The man was either extremely fucking disfigured or close to fucking death after dealing with the war, and then lo and behold, someone walks up and says, "Hey, you're about to die. I can give you a chance to live and continue working to save the world." Wouldn't you take it?
I mean, you wander the streets of Oldar, you'll find at least a good handful of people that will say yes to literally anything if it involves them having a better life.
I mean, when it comes to the Rangers specifically, yeah, there's plenty of people who are desperate to, continue to live. They don't want to die, and that's one thing. All of the Rangers don't just not want to die, they want to help or save the world.
Yeah.
They want to make a difference. Never mind the person who's putting them in these black at this point. That's not a person anymore. To be perfectly fucking clear with you all, that is
I don't think
a
any of them are people anymore.
construct fueled by pure
Spectre.
ambition and drive.
Construct of light.
Have you ever noticed how fucking emotionless they are?
I don't think they speak much. So yes.
Well, black, no. Very, very much a being of few words, but for a reason.
You're able to hold a conversation with
them don't
Neb,
shut
but
the
that's
fuck
about
up.
it.
Yeah, till that fucking explosion of light happened from Neb's tent.
Yeah,
What the?
and I alerted
then,
everybody
yeah.
about it.
You're all standing there wondering what the fuck was going on, and then, kind of just. I think he kind of just fucked off after that.
Yeah, that would probably explain the tree out, front that has a giant fucking hole in it. Looks like it's dented in.
Yeah.
Y'all notice that?
Yeah, that
Looks like it was
yeah.
fucking punched.
It.
Shit's wild. Regardless,
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking skip if any of the Rangers come around, but if there's anyone to try to get more information from out of all of them, it's the black one. It's me not being racist.
If he ever shows up
If we
again.
can get a hold of the black one.
He usually shows up when the others are up to no good, though. Let's be fair.
Well,
that's
at the
Presumably
same
in meaning
time,
to keep them in
though-
line.
Well, at the same time, didn't one of them? No, because he showed up on his own that day when he was talking to
I
Neb.
didn't know that. It
If I'm
must
not,
have been
if I'm
again.
remembering that properly, this was quite a few weeks ago. Shit. Well, okay. In any case, they're not so much a problem. They are helping us in some regard with this whole other scenario, but
I mean, I consider them a problem, but fucking murderers.
Yeah.
They're a problem.
yes, they are.
Yeah, the problem we can deal with, at least until we deal with the other problems.
More pressing matters is essentially the main point here.
Yeah.
We don't really have the people with that level of power around here. I mean, besides Ryder being the only
Not right
probably
now,
the only
anyway.
one, but
What level of power?
yeah. To match with the Rangers, I think Ryder's probably the only one out of everybody here
Can't
that
fucking
match
tell.
that.
I fucking can.
Right,
I
but
certainly
you know,
can't either. I'm a barely
you
trained machinist.
wouldn't be here the same time they're here, and you.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the spot.
Even if you were
And I
here,
would
that's
rather
still, what,
not-
2 people versus 5.
I would rather not wind up with a scenario of, like, say 3 of them fucking come walking down the goddamn hill, and they see you, especially you, and shit just goes completely fucking
Let's
ballistic.
be fair, though. They already know that she's been around, since there are 2 others that were there besides the one.
The other 2, right. Well, those 2, after seeing what happened to their colleague, and after me, I hope that courteous gesture I gave them by helping them back on their feet and telling them, look, tell the Black Ranger about what happened. We're just trying to solve this fucking problem together. She's just a part of that equation.
Let's think of how many fucking rangers are still left. Because we have the gold one, we have the yellow one, we have the turquoise, the white one, the green one, the pink one, obviously silver as well. There is the blue one and the black one.
No red one?
Yeah, about that.
Oh.
Oh, you took
I
care
don't
of it?
think there's ever. No. There hasn't been one. We took care of Orange. That one's fucking dead. Orange and now purple. But the red one, I don't think they've made that suit yet.
Considering presumably what
See,
they're up
some of the
against,
more
making a
recent
red one
ones-
may be counterintuitive.
Some of the
Considering
more
how
recent,
much-
like, yellow is one of the newer ones. The suits are a little bit different. Obviously, black is one of the oldest. His suit is the oldest. The newer ones don't seem to have the same amount of strength, but they seem to be a little bit more stable. It seems that not only are they making the same suit, they're also adjusting it, upgrading it.
Making it better so that they don't immediately lose their shit.
Whenever they do make that red one, that one's probably going to be the kicker.
Strongest one. Which
Red
might...
I would say
Probably gonna
strongest next to black. Black doesn't have the same limiter that the rest of them do.
Would match black in effectiveness then.
Yeah, but...
Is there a
One with
possibility
extreme
that if
power,
they
one with
perfect the
extreme
suit
precision.
to make the red one, that black will then become the red one? Is there a chance of that, or is he literally stuck?
Chances
I don't think they could
transfer. No.
How the fuck would he transfer? He's stuck in that suit. He doesn't have a body anymore.
Beyond taking a paintbrush to himself, I don't see it happening.
Just die. Boom.
I'm just throwing out
Honestly,
ideas.
no matter how much I hate it, there is a possible. I do see a way for y'all to work this to your advantage. But
Hey, we're all ears. If there's any way that us or I could repay you, that would be to your liking, and since you seem to.
I told you already that the Rangers are filled with that. Specifically, stasis.
Yes.
Hit him with dark.
Stasis, lack of change. It basically keeps them the same. That's why even with deterioration, they're still here. It's because the light is keeping them here. Who else here needs to stop changing?
Atlas.
Atlas.
Because the more that thing inside of him gets stronger and stronger, the worse off he's going to be before we lose him completely.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all grow desperate enough and you need more time, why not see about getting him one of those suits?
Well,
no. I mean, there's a last
in a way,
resort.
There's a big risk for
Maybe.
that, though.
I'm not saying there isn't, but it's either A, get a suit and keep him alive long enough to find a solution, or B, he either fucking kills himself, kills all of you, a mix of both, or becomes whatever the fuck a sin eater is.
I think with the suit, we're just
Ryan's
trading
already
one.
Working?
With the suit, I
He's
think we're
already
just
working
trading
on
one
solving
ticking
it,
clock
we're
for
just-
another.
I mean,
Waiting for
that's
him to
true.
get it done.
That would be
The suit
okay.
The suit would keep him alive, but we would also continue to have enough time limit to beat to make sure he doesn't fucking deteriorate within the suit.
I mean, the physical deterioration is slower than the mental. that I can say. From my understanding, it's the amount of light that's constantly assaulting the body that begins the whole shutdown process. And then over time, the body deteriorates to the point of just being energy. That takes a while. The issue is the mental ramifications. That amount of, stress upon the mind causes some issues. Did you know that none of the Rangers can actually remember the names?
So they just is that why they just call themselves by their colors?
They just go by their colors.
Yeah, I've noticed that
They're just energy.
Between memories. Hell, some
I was
of them
under the
don't
assumption that it was
know what the fuck a warrior of light is. Others do. Some don't remember the final days and had to be reminded. It's just the little things I've noticed. The memories can be a little spotty at times, but one of the things that none of them remember is their names.
A part of the mental deterioration.
How have you come around to learn all of this about the Rangers compared to us?
Because I fucking watched them. I'm not sure if you realize this, but when you're being hunted down, you want to know what the fuck you're being hunted by. See, my job was obviously breeding of chocobos, maintaining that. It's also with moving people. When it came to the human traffickers, yeah, they would be able to get people, but I would have to help assist and, move them along to where they needed to be. That's what I was back at that little farmhouse for. See if there's any stragglers. Basically, make sure most of them live through transition. And the Rangers have a tendency to pop on in when that shit's happening. Or at least they're nearby. So I have to keep an eye out to make sure they're not nearby when I'm trying to do shit. And, well, they're not exactly the most subtle.
No, they are
There's
not.
people in bright colored
Especially
suits.
the white one who has a tendency to pose wherever he goes. Well, all of them do.
I do recall that, yes.
Yes.
They make an entrance almost wherever the fuck they go. That's for
And
sure.
yet, despite this, they're not subtle, but they're really good at being unknown when they want to be.
That's true, because they just tend to show up around here whenever the fuck they want to.
They're good at
They don't
stealth,
really-
they're shit at subtlety.
Weird juxtaposition, though, but yeah.
Not subtle at entrances, but much more subtle at movement.
Yes. Some better than others. Regardless. If y'all want to possibly keep your friend here alive long enough to find a solution to his problem, that is an option.
We can bring it up with Neb and Aluma and see what they think.
That's one, that's a gamble.
Tell you what,
Two, that would also involve, at some point, hoping the
Getting a
Black
hold
Ranger
of a suit.
drops by and has, because I
Let's
would
put him
assume
in
the only
living
person...
coffin. Let's fucking go.
Well, at the moment we still need to.
Get it.
We have the means to get to the first. They just need to find the people to go there. The issue is.
Well, they might have most of the people to go there, I think.
I'm
I'm
getting
certainly
at
willing.
least a good number.
First, this is like this alternate world place, right?
Yes.
Apparently, yeah, it's
Taken
here,
over
but different. Taken
From
over
my
completely
understanding,
by
it
the light.
was... It is a world that was almost completely overwhelmed by light.
That's
Consumed.
awful.
Same
Sounds
effect.
shit.
Basically the opposite factor of the 13th, where the Void Scent come from, being overwhelmed by darkness.
What's that? Really finished all
So whatever was in there the last time Atlas was over there got into him and followed him home, and thus has been corrupting him from the inside out since. That's my understanding of what his condition is.
So he's like a reverse Reaper.
Not really.
No,
Not really.
he can't. He has
No.
no control
Are you
over
sure
what's
about that?
inside of him.
We haven't seen him use any of the capabilities.
But are you
No.
sure about that? I mean, no Reaper starts off being able to do all the shit they can do. I mean, if you're looking at it,
that's
the Void
true.
Sand with the fucking Reaper will consume the Aether of the Reaper and, give his abilities. This fucker is giving him Aether and having him eat more to gain more Aether. Why not at some point help him get it easier by giving him abilities? Like, logic this the fuck out.
Strike a bargain.
Make it make sense.
We haven't seen him do anything
Your
yet,
mom
but
will
it
have
does
come to
make
Bob.
sense.
Nothing.
You're just spouting shit
But
out of
then-
your ass.
Always.
I'm curious now with
That's really crazy.
if there are Reapers in the first, would they have like Sin Eater contracts?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I doubt it.
Likelihood
I
there's
mean-
no likelihood no Reapers. And
Yeah, again, it's a if there
Considering
are.
the fact,
then you-
considering the fact that if that world is almost completely devoured by light aether, I think trying to make a pact with something that was born from that would be kind of a bad idea because it would just fucking be empowered by
Consume
all the light. Yeah, it would just be like, oh hey, hi buddy, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking take you now. Thanks for the free food, dipshit.
sounds like the atmosphere itself is fucking toxic.
Astral
If
energy
your-
is that of
Will your body
stasis.
be able to handle that shit? If the ambient ether is just light and that's all you're taking in, that's gonna throw you completely off balance.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know the exact method as to how we're getting there, but the method I don't think involves our physical bodies going there.
The fuck?
Yeah, I think he said something about you're sending your soul,
So
not
y'all-
your body.
That's what the Eorzea for. Okay,
Yes.
that makes more sense.
Or science with our
Yeah.
blood, apparently.
Think you just
You're pushing your soul into the Eorzea, and then your rider is taking the Eorzea to their.
Great fucking rift. What the? Okay.
Apparently
Presumably
he can do
some weird quirk of traveling between the reflections.
At some point, Ryder got yoinked into the first to do something, and
I'm
now
glad
he
to
can
know
just go
that
back
someone
and
could just
forth
be
like
picked
it's
up and
nothing.
dropped into an alternate reality on a whim.
Right?
I don't know.
Though, I mean,
Oh,
Ryder may have a better
solid.
explanation as to why it needs to be done
I'm
like
in
this.
another universe now.
From the portal up there, it's happened
From the other
twice.
side, yeah.
Glad to know
He got
that.
flipped.
The glad to know it could go even further beyond.
That happened to me. You think I'm from around here? If you
Huh?
thought I was
God,
from
no.
around here?
Okay.
God
did
fucking
no.
no. It's obvious.
Did you show up here willingly, or did you just, or were you just like?
Not
Not
just
necessarily.
show up here
No.
willingly.
Here, let me give you a play-by-play.
Give us the
I'm just
replay.
in a forest back home, just trying to hunt like a monster or some shit. I take one step forward, snow, cold. What the fuck? Oh, I look behind me. Oh, there's nothing. Whatever I walk through is not there anymore. Okay, cool. Oh, there's like a couple buildings here. Oh, there's a bar. Okay, I know what that looks like. Hence, this was when I was in the spooky armor, with the skull mask.
Oh yeah, that.
Right. You look at so much different without the spooky armor.
I know. I play the part pretty well now, don't I? I blended in. I tried to blend in at least somewhat.
You stand the fuck out.
I mean, you still stand out
Better than
compared to
nothing.
locals, but if
This
it's
short
the
man
right?
is so obviously not from here.
if you were just in like a
I'm
lineup,
the smallest person
probably
here.
people won't be able to tell.
Yeah, but you're a lawbred. You have a right to be small.
Of
What's
course
the-
I'm not from around here specifically. I'm from the freaking Merlimentara.
I'd say you're pretty average for like here height.
You're pretty average for
Was it
here.
foam 5, foam 10?
5 foot.
Yeah,
what
that's
the
pretty
fuck did you
average.
just say?
5'10"
Isn't
is
that
pretty
feet,
average for
foam
heroes.
feet?
What?
The way you
use our
meant
measurements.
the measurements, because you would know
He's
it.
trying and failing to use the measurements.
Uh-huh.
Foam film.
What the fuck is this about
Yeah,
feet?
no, 5'10" is
Taking a mom from an ilm.
average for hero.
What the fuck? Why the fuck are y'all measuring in feet?
I don't know why they're measuring in feet. You have 2 feet.
Look, people have been debating about that's the way that's. I don't know.
They have a thing for feet over there.
I mean, you're into what you're into.
Oh, good.
I wouldn't know. I am not.
No, I'm gonna yuck your yum.
Likely story.
We're off topicing.
Anyway, but besides all that shit, okay.
Topicing.
At some point, a group of us is gonna go to the first to try and get something to help Alex. That's
sort of becoming a priority now because he's going at some point going to legitimately kill somebody by tearing their fucking throat out with his teeth.
So I'm gonna summon a vortex to see how that's gonna go. I'm letting you know now. That's what I'm planning to do.
We have 2. Well, okay. So save that bit for like the very end when he is just on the fucking brink. Because unless we get a power suit for him made, which would involve a whole lot of other bullshit that we technically wouldn't have the time for, nor would we probably get the opportunity to, unless somebody figured out how to actually send a message or communicate with the Black Ranger.
Wanna ask the fucking pussy guy who seems to have a connection?
Oh, no, maybe.
Because every time we bring up the suits around him, he gets very quiet.
Okay,
and
wait
doesn't
for the
want to
fucking
talk
midget
about
to
it.
be around and then talk about it, and then he just gets pissy, have a little midget deal with him, because he seems to fucking bend over backwards for him.
I mean, he kind of does.
Yeah.
After this last thing that happened, there's a lot of unknowns. So rather than focus on the unknowns,
see how that
I just know
goes.
that go to the first, try to help Alice.
During that time,
when
that
all
goes
the
to
fucking
first.
people that went on that mission are actually, here, let me know so I can actually get the proper fucking info that I needed to know.
Yeah.
Speaking of, when the fuck am I getting my link show back?
That wasn't exactly my jurisdiction.
Give it back to me.
You just had that on your person.
I gave it to Bella.
Before they went back to the prison in case if she heard anything.
Yeah.
But I asked her, she said no. So I was like, you know what? Fine. So I took it, took it
See,
back.
I need to really piss them off if they're gonna talk to me. I'm pretty sure I can find a way to get their attention.
I mean, yeah.
Be swimmingly.
I am really good at pissing off people, I have you know.
Evidently.
Really, we couldn't tell.
It's my special skill.
Behold my special ability, being an asshole.
Correct.
My secret move, being a zodiac-y bitch.
I was really hoping her not being tempered anymore would mean she wouldn't be like that anymore, but
no.
Fucking
To be
pipe
fair,
dream, I guess, for me.
I'm a lot more lucid. Yeah, that's a word I want to use. Since I'm not
Sure.
tempered. No, I
Because
am.
you're not actively trying to fucking kill people and sacrifice.
I mean, yeah, if I was tempered, I mean, you remember what happened, I was fucking tempered. I think I almost killed you by wrapping my thighs around your throat.
Wait.
Hey.
Okay.
Almost fucking gored me on them fucking horns on her head.
I swear that is three separate. That is three separate
See, here's
topics
the
that
thing,
have brought
they-
Frelling to my mind again.
To be fair, at the farmhouse, they decided. Oh my god, what happened? Hold on.
Bonitis.
There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, so at the farmhouse, they had tied up my fucking hands, and they tied up my, my. I think they tied my feet. I think it did. Did ya?
Pretty sure we did. We secured
Yeah,
you
so they
damn
did
well
that.
for
And
you.
I had him behind me, no, they just had it at like the ankles and not the wrists in front of me. And I believe Bunny Bitch Renan was in front of me and he was behind me. And so since the other two fucked off, I did the simple maneuver of throw the fuckers around and get the fuck out. I mean, come on now. Y'all really weren't ready for any kind of action there.
Not for a girl your stature to fucking whip me around like a goddamn rag doll. No, I wasn't ready for that.
You should learn some fucking CQC or some shit.
That's the first.
It is quite.
Have you not seen the amount of times
I
they drag you?
useless
They
without
fucking
your
drag you
soul.
around in your armor with one arm.
No, hold on. I can box
Yeah?
pretty damn well.
Yeah?
It's just been a while.
Uh-huh.
It's been a while.
So how the fuck did I toss your ass?
Caught me completely off fucking guard when I was trying to convince Renan not to
Or-
search you because of the fucking
Or-
other thing.
You're just weak.
All right, enough.
Gee, I know I am. Hello? I've
we know
already
you
admitted
are.
that. Gee, thanks.
Enough. You're using your special skill again.
Maybe... Maybe learn some fucking
She can't
CQC.
turn it off.
Get some fucking muscle. I don't
She
fucking know.
annoys as
Listen,
easily
you and
as
I
breathing.
Have
I fucking need something to whip the whole this fucking thing high above my head, though. Fuck.
Yeah, you don't do shit with it.
Yes, I fucking do. I do a lot with
The
it.
fuck? Yeah, sure you do, bucko.
Married couple.
It's like a
Okay.
little toddler with a fucking, stick. Look, guys, I'm swinging my sword.
Listen, it would
Look
look
at me
worse
go,
if
I'm
I
so
were trying to
cool.
swing it. Let's be fair.
Listen, what I'm hearing is we need to have a spa at some point so I can kick your ass again.
Shit, we got time?
Sure.
Now you got me
just gotta
fucking eating.
Fuck it, throw hands now.
First, for the love of. Here I was about to basically ask whether or not you wanted explanation on how the reflections worked.
There's nobody else around. I mean, look, if you're trying to find all that out, you're looking at the wrong crowd of people for that, honestly.
I was going to explain the nature of the
Unfortunately-
reflections because I actually know how they work now.
It's a good idea, but maybe wait for more people so you don't have to repeat yourself all the time.
To be fair, I'm used to that.
Especially the
Kick
group.
your
Let's be
I'm gonna
fair,
kick
at the
your
burrows
ass
there
and
were
then do it with some,
approximately.
public humiliation for you as well.
But when I hazard, there were hundreds upon hundreds of Loporits at the burrows. I had to repeat myself a lot. I'm not. I don't
you deserve
mind.
some more public humiliation.
Fair.
It builds
Maybe
character.
afterwards.
Yeah, because some Loporits are sleepy as all Zodiac
And obviously you need some character.
and don't even bother
Well,
getting
yeah,
up
one-
for the
Have a
routine maintenance.
way or something.
Because I don't have much experience fighting magic users in general. Could be good practice.
I mean, yeah, just keep in
Repeating
mind,
way was very
I may
quickly
use
transferred
magic,
to
but at the
being
same
another
damn
skill.
time, I'm not just magic. I
She's
will
she's
They
kind
would-
of an outlier.
punch the fuck
I'll
out of
say
you.
that much.
No, that's fair.
She's definitely an outlier.
I mean,
in
I
that
still,
regard.
I also do fight hand to hand in the midst of my sword techniques, as you've seen.
I'm just a poorly trained machinist currently. I say poorly. She does her best.
I mean, it's not that
See,
high,
I have a
honestly. You have a
crippling
gun, you
weakness.
point and shoot.
It's mainly the nature of figuring out how to reload as quickly, really. Because I haven't
Yeah.
figured out what the heck this dang metal box on my hip does half the time. I
Right.
wasn't taught about that. She seems to have completely forgotten about this
Neurons
fact.
don't have ears. Instead, they have horns, which are capable of picking up vibrations, which are directly attached to their skull. Hit it hard enough, you completely rattle their brain. They go down
Couldn't
hard.
imagine running,
Yeah, that's-
running that fucking lightning of yours through it.
Oh, I plan to if we're gonna fight.
I would prefer
Oh,
not
wear
to have
some, like,
members of this
rubber
camp
guards
stuck at
around
the
us or something.
infirmary. We do not have the carrots.
Fuck that. That would be
I'm just saying.
No. You don't want to put anything on the horns, trust me. That's even worse.
Are you even able to wear earrings?
Hitting the horn.
No, I don't
They
think
have
so.
no ears.
I could probably
No.
like,
The horns have rings. I guess those are the earrings.
Yeah.
I could put a ring on it if I wanted to, but
Probably
We have to like loop it.
I suppose.
it would probably throw it a little off balance.
Yeah.
Hitting the horn is pretty much the only way I win against my
Earrings
sister.
are, they're alright, you know, in terms of other people wearing them, but never bothered me not wearing them.
Well, that's
No,
just
I'm
the
not
thing.
really
With
a
most
fan of the
races,
lever.
the ears are a bit of the weaknesses. Same with Makote.
Very loud noises.
Jab something down there. Oh fuck, they're done.
To be fair, that's
Same thing
jab
with Viera,
something down
extremely
any
sensitive.
ears.
I mean, you jab something in any ear, it's gonna go down.
They're a little bit more difficult, but at the same time, they're so easy to hit. Just clip that shit and they're down screaming usually.
I mean, they're difficult because they're so
Now, say
fucking
for
cold.
fucking Rogadin or for Cures, it's not so easy to get something in there, but if you slap it over, they're done. They're gonna fucking be disoriented, and that's a great time to fuck them up.
Yeah.
What the hell do you mean by I need some character? What? What do you mean by that?
No, you're a bit bland.
I at least look different to the
Maybe
rest of the
that's-
Loporrits, but that's due to banishment more than anything.
You're a bit forgettable. You're sort of a face in the crowd. One of the many. I think your most defining trait is you're the Dark Knight that isn't as edgy as regular Dark Knights.
Or how Ryder looks in a fight, I won't lie.
You're not even at that standard.
See, I envisioned it more as the use the darkness to protect the light type of thing. I assume that's what Dark Knights are actually meant to be, as opposed to just being the barbed wire
It's
fence
the whole thing with
of edge,
justice.
apparently.
Sorry, what'd you say? Is that supposed to be listening?
I mean, you kind of walked off before I started talking, so...
I try to,
What was I
but
even-
I get distracted
What was I
really
even
easily.
originally Right, yeah, the first. We're gonna plot together the first, find something to
We
figure
were
out
gonna
how the
start talking
hell...
about the first, and then they were going to throw hands.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's the
Talking about the first, to figure out a way to... How in the seven hells we could fix Atlas's condition.
At the same time, that group that's going to the first,
Surely you're not trying to make a meta joke.
that's their thing.
Dipshit.
I'll probably go along for that just because I've never been there, and it would be interesting to see what would happen to me.
I mean, hey,
if I
that's another
traveled over
good
there.
reason why a lot of
More
people were interested in
experiences.
doing my commission of going to the moon.
You know, more
Because,
experiences.
you know, that's my home. I
Some people
can't
go
exactly
to the
go
moon, some
back.
people go to the first.
Every fucking body else here also needs to get together, start going out to wherever the fuck they can to learn where more of the traffickers are, where more of the eggs are, and in turn, where more of these Orocytes are.
Yeah.
Before somebody gets, I guess, too.
I mean, yeah, you want to find the Orocytes where they are, but you also want to prevent more from being made, aka stop having people be kidnapped. Because they're not coming back.
There's also the factor that once we do gather more red Orocyte, is to store them separately.
Destroy that shit. That shit's awful.
Is it?
If we're able, that's the
Is
thing.
it possible to actually destroy them?
Anything's possible to fucking destroy. If you can destroy black Orocyte, you can destroy this shit.
So is this just a case of hit it hard enough, or is there like a special method?
I couldn't tell ya, but my best bet, do in a similar fashion to how Warrior of Light disposed of the weapons. Make sure it's in a container where it can't exactly be, you know, released in a giant fucking explosion and nuke the bastard.
To hit it hard enough.
Yes, hit it hard. He should be good
Hit
at
it hard enough.
Eloquently put.
He's very good
More
at hitting
or
things
less.
But the problem is,
As
you
well
hit
as
it hard
hitting the
enough when
talks
when
hard with how much
decides
he
to-
gets me thinking about thrilling away.
You hit it hard enough in the secure area where the result of hitting it hard enough won't explode you.
That's why you put it in a container first.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Probably something a bit more durable than a chest.
No, not the chest.
Mm.
Have to be-
Why not put it inside one of the armor pieces?
Well, a good question. We don't.
Twice your helmet.
Probably have to collect a few more.
Yeah, in order to make sure that
It'd
we
have to
can
be
keep
something.
up.
Have to be put together
It's
and
going to need
sealed.
to be specifically designed to do it now.
So make a smaller version of one of the silver knives.
This is just overcomplicating making a box to hold, to just made to hold the
It's
dang thing.
basically just a very special box.
More or less.
The special box.
I say we're
I
going
mean,
to
isn't
put the shiny rock in the
Alright,
special
guys.
box.
Put the deadly weapon in the special box. Time to blow it up.
I mean, hey, what Victor's wearing is more or less a here-sized box of metal that protects him from damage. Here-shaped,
Oh, look,
rather.
it's my metal casket.
That's my special box.
The Rangers of Light are more or
We'd
less
rather
just
be-
wearing
we'd rather
individual
be wearing that.
boxes.
Just cloth and leathers.
What? Oh, I was talking
Welcome
about
to
the fucking-
another exciting
I was
round of
talking
Is
about
It
the
a
metal
Box?
fucking box, but if you want me to talk shit
Look,
about
over there's a
trashy-ass
box.
armor, I can.
That is a
Looking at
box.
your, like,
That is by
pissy
definition
Definitively a
a
box.
babe gold.
Same with these.
Alright. I'm going to head out because I actually do have to finish up the commission I took from Neb.
Yeah.
Actually, I should probably hit it as well.
I'll look around and see what I can hear or find out.
I mean, yeah, just look, if there's any fucking people disappearing, get to the bottom of it, figure out what you can, put it jot it
Oh, I'm
down.
already trying to do that.
At this point,
My
everybody does their
sister's been
homework.
missing for a while now, so
Oh,
that's a
shit.
problem I'm trying to deal with.
Where was she last seen
I'm
at?
going to be heading home. I might as well ask if
Home,
anything's
like
going on
3 weeks ago.
Would there be movements enough?
Fuck.
Considering Atlas is likely still staying at the camp, I'll probably
Like I
stick
said,
with
should
you.
be on this continent.
That's entirely
Not
fair.
Far East.
You are more than welcome.
I do not want to have a risk of waking up to find that half of my ear is missing.
I mean, I make no promises with Barry, but at least, you know, you're more likely to feel that.
Yeah.
Like, would it taste just like rabbit, or would there be a difference?
Oh, for...
I'd say
I would
first
assume
one,
it. I would assume it still tastes like rabbit, but I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, but
Look,
like,
I'm
it's
gonna-
a special rabbit. Does that mean it would be a little bit spicier? Like, if no one's found the answer, then
Are you pre-seasoned?
Are you
I-
pre-seasoned?
Sai.
Do the carrots?
That's
Is it
not
a
how they
their
work.
diet? How much carrots have you eaten? What are they called? Carrots of
I think
happiness?
they
or some
only
shit?
eat
Yes.
carrots.
Speaking of, we're
there's
down
different
to
colors,
only
right?
a half
Yeah.
of a green carrot. So if you have to spar, please don't injure each other too badly, or we're gonna have to use all of
Okay,
it.
so that being the case, does that mean the pre-season? I want to know the answer.
You could go up to Marilyn Mentorum yourself and ask Frillingway. He probably knows. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think they'd let her within
Listen,
any
when I
fucking
said
distance of
eat
that.
the law for it, I didn't mean eat the law for it.
Oh.
Again, you can ask
I
Frillingway.
think if you're friends, I think if all the other friends up there learned that you took a part in sending her up there, they would try to kill you the next time they see you.
Listen, there is another reason why the commission, I specifically labeled in the commission to not mention me to any Lopperate you spoke to, especially the two I actually asked you to get a status check on.
Right. Well, we're working on that. We have
Status?
to- I'm just waiting
Status,
for the
status,
I'm just
same
waiting for the
thing.
green light. That's all. I'm just waiting for the go signal. Whenever that is whenever it is.
I mean, that's pretty much all we're doing at this point. We're waiting for green lights.
What,
We're just
what does the
stuck-
green light have to do with anything?
More or less a synonym for go ahead.
Why the fuck does
it's
the
a
green
sign
light
of-
mean go?
I don't. It's a thing they have over there.
Fucking weird.
I know not.
Oh, yeah, they have lights and feet. It's pretty weird over there.
Hmm.
Lights, feet, and everything is powered by explosions.
Y'all are weird.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Look, I didn't hang around too many of the more advanced civilizations because those are gigantic fucking cesspits.
Yeah,
I just stuck with
apparently,
the,
feet are
I just stuck with the
Feet are very prevalent over there.
castles.
I know, right?
Hunt monsters, maybe a fucking sorcerer that they could raise armies of the fucking dead, you know, shit like that. Simple shit.
Necromancers.
I get.
Okay.
Are those that common
Again, the more I hear of the
Common
portal, the
no.
less I want through.
I see.
Probably look for.
Yeah, it's not really that fun over there.
And yet most of the people that seem to come through the portal are nice. I guess they're just wanting to escape.
I think
I'm gonna go head out. Back to Ishka.
Bye.
I think it's just like they come through, realize how nice it is over here, and be like, "Oh, I don't have to be an asshole anymore."
I don't have to. I don't know. What was one of the terms they said? Pay rent.
I mean, you still do, you know, if you actually want a place to stay.
Yeah, considering that the most plentiful beds there are in the freaking infirmary.
Yeah.
All right. Tell you what, let's go back. See if we can gather as much information as we can. Failing that, I can at least still practice.
I'm
After
sure
all,
I
I
can
doubt.
set up some targets in the garden or something.
Either that, or find some crabs or something.
Just don't mention it to the other sister. She'll want to try and catch the bullets.
Fair point. All right.
She's a monk. She does that kind of thing.
That does sound about right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go then.